Time's up. Have your own.
Here it comes.
Fade in.
When it comes to fans, it is a fan's right to have whatever opinion they want to have.
But guys, can't we just love everything Star Wars? It's all great. Touch me, please.
But I also hate you a little because you go and make it your business to try to make fun or try to get in. Yes, exactly. Half-breed putting her crotch in my face.
Bella Downsy fingered Dora the Explorer on HBO.
Well, we're talking about people who have serious sexual orientation and gender identity problems. And I'm not talking, and when I say sexual orientation, I don't mean, a dude who likes a dude and a chick who likes a chick. We're talking about people who think that they're non-binary and they don't know how to play with their holes and shit like that.
Jesus
Christ. Jurassic Park didn't eat more out of Lilo's pie.
Fuck. Stop touching my penis. Stop doing that. I did not consent to this type of touching. Stop it. It's wrong.
Bella Ramsey's non-binary, though, so the Hollywood
Shut up! That is an ugly little woman with the face of a mongoloid, okay? That's what she is.
She does look like a changeling.
He's a she. He's a she. He's a she.
No, Warner Brothers is doomed. They can't take care of themselves. They're a limbless infant on the street begging, help me, please. But no one's going to do it because it's Goblin Baby. So no one wants it. Point is, anybody that picks up that Goblin Baby, it's a diseased baby. And it's going to poison your entire company, too, because you're also dumb and stupid and you don't know what you're doing. Now, if you were smart, you could put cybernetics on it, create a little monster, run around here, then we have a lot of fun. But they're not that smart to make it even a cybernetic Goblin Baby that could cause destruction. That'd be fun. But here we are.
I love this metaphor.
Here we are.
Cybernetic.
We have nothing
that's
but
what Apple was describing. Drew was describing with Apple. That's cybernetic, baby.
Cybernetic Goblin Baby. This is Harlem, baby, and we doing nothing but blackity blackities. I'm like, listen, sir, can we just have a superhero show? The cops are on my back, Luke. You gotta get these blue folks up off me, dog. I'm like, bruh, how much more of this I gotta watch?
Yeah, you're here to bang women. And he starts making Superman and bastardizes it, and they're like, oh my god, please come in my mouth.
Oh my.
You are... That's it. Burn that one down. Okay, hang on.
I'm not on camera, though.
Yeah, but it's not going to stop me.
Look, I got no problem with the idea of punching me in the face with nostalgia penis. I get that. I understand this.
I use it. It's great. It's great. It's fantastic. You have to understand the glory of a good back scratcher. I don't know. I didn't know what I was missing all these years. It's fantastic. I'm tired of hurting my left arm to try and reach around. Box office.
You're doing it to yourself. I am not responsible for the degeneracy of this stream.
I'm still jerking off in front of my console.
The Legend of Korra took a diarrhea in my mouth and then told me to chew it, swallow it, vomit it, and then eat it again. Yo, you let it don't hit the back of your throat. Have you no shame?
You know the people playing Grand Theft Auto. If there's just going to be a random pride parade that pops up in the city, you know what assholes like me are going to do? I'm going to find the biggest fucking truck that I have, a 4x4, and fucking run through that fucking pride parade and fucking kill everybody. In a video game, YouTube. In a video game.
You are what your daddy is. You are what your daddy is. People don't want to hear
Rachel
it.
Zegler.
Yeah, Polish. Come on.
Yeah.
You are what your daddy is. It is what it is. Like, oh, I'm a Latina. No, your daddy is whiter than white. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. You are what your daddy is. That's the line of succession. I don't make the rules. I don't create genetics. I don't create science. That's how the penis works. Okay? That's just how it works. And you think that anybody that says something otherwise is the racist? You crack-filled, heroin-smoking, porch monkey, white smoke, chocolate-eating moron. You're the racist.
Impressive. Most impressive.
I'd work with Haley Atwell every day.
But
With 2 hands. With 2 hands even.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
And these tool bags wouldn't know quality if it walked up and motorboated them. Because, you're going to motorboat quality.
Wait, what?
Quality boobs. You want to motorboat quality boobs.
There we go. All better now. Man, titties are the greatest things on earth.
I've got to shave tomorrow. It's itching too much. I can't handle it.
No, you can't.
I have to. And the
Oh,
gray.
you gotta
okay.
try.
Alright.
You gotta get through the
Great.
itchy phase.
No, I
and
don't
then
want
it's
to.
great.
And the gray. I can't deal with it. I'm too young.
It's
Anyway.
distinguished.
My beard is probably more gray than yours. I bet. You'd be surprised.
This gray happened not necessarily because of my age. It happened right after I got super sick and nearly died in 2016. And that's when it started.
So,
So
it's
it was
battle
stress
scarred
related.
gray. That's the best type of gray.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
The full Reed
Right.
Richards gray. That's impressive.
No. Listen, there's no gray up here, so I'm good. All right, welcome everybody. Howdy. It's Roundtable Day, and we have a fun one for you today. And it's gonna be good because we're gonna touch a lot of little different things in a consensual way. It's not gonna be anybody
Or not. Maybe it's not.
or not. Well, DCU is kind of a non-consensual way, and Odyssey's definitely non-consensual at this point. Anyway.
I'm getting touched by the Odyssey in a non-consensual way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Dre will be here soon. He's doing family man stuff, so we give him a little.
It's Mother's Day.
It is Mother's Day.
It is.
He's in charge of Junior, and
There you
clearly,
go.
yeah. So Dre will be here because Dre will have to give us his take on Mortal Kombat 2 because I didn't get to see it. He said he was going to go see it, so give him a chance to that. But we got good show there. Before that, hi Jed. I didn't see you at all yet this week, have I? No.
Never. We never do any streams together.
No.
But it's great to be here. I think we have a lot of great topics. It's great to have Fear the Beardo back on this stream. I think together we'll finally convince Adam to grow his beard, though.
Yeah.
I think together we might be able
You got to do it
convince
once.
Because then Tryhards is going to be a trio of beards. It'll look badass.
There's
Great.
another way to take that, but we're not going to go down that road.
We're not
It
gonna
is-
go down
It
that
is a
road.
dermy stream, so we got to be careful.
But
Anyway,
okay.
you do take credit for Dermy as your internet son. So I just
yeah,
wanted
he's
to
going
ask,
to pass me today.
Has
he's
he has he called and said Happy Mother's Day yet?
I'm not his mother.
Are
That's
you
what he
sure?
wants. No, I'm his internet father. It was an immaculate conception out of my ass. And I just said that.
Hmm.
That's motherhood, man.
No, that's me taking a dump.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Big old
All right.
dumps.
Dermy dump.
Yeah, but I do want to say congratulations to Dermy. He's had a wild ride thanks to the quartering stuff, and he will be passing me today, likely in subscriptions. So I am responsible for him, and I take all the credit for his success, of course. Then
For now.
anyway, no. Anyway, so turn to ride. Dre, hi.
What's up, fellas? I was mentioned earlier. I'm on daddy duty.
You're
So
watching him.
I'm-
I can see you. You're
Yeah.
watching him. He's right there.
Yeah, he's acting a full-on fool. Yeah, I'm talking.
It's almost
about,
a year now, isn't it?
Yes, he's almost
Yeah.
a year
Wow.
old next
Hell
month.
yeah.
Next month he's a year old.
Happy
Fat
birthday.
boy, come say hi.
Okay, there we go.
Come say hi, fat boy.
Yeah, little man.
Where daddy now?
Look at
You're
that.
talking trash. Go on. Look at the American public. Go and talk your trash now. Oh, goodness.
Now he's silent.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
yo,
Now
you-
he's silent because now
yeah.
people are watching him. Like, oh, wait, there's consequences. Yeah,
I
we're
was
doing
I
good.
was gonna say something so racist, but I wasn't going to.
God.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Good to see you, Dre.
Yeah, good to see you too, Beardo. Like this black father didn't go and get cigarettes. All right, so he's
Yeah.
still around.
Yeah. Anyway, how you
You're gonna
doing?
put him in a do
I'm
rag.
good. I'm good. Yes, I did go see Mortal Kombat, so we definitely
Okay.
have to discuss.
We're gonna give you a
Okay.
chance on that one because
Okay, fine.
I didn't get it.
Daredevil.
I didn't get a chance to see it, so I want your take on it. Anyway, well, I see what Brad's doing. We'll get to that in a second. And welcome back, Beardo. How you
Boys.
doing, man?
I'm doing good. I've been doing a little bit of reading. You guys would be proud of me. I'm not
Really?
sure if you heard this
What do you
yet.
read?
What do you read?
No.
Started and finished the entire Invincible whole comic book series.
All
Finished
right,
and
we're
done.
making progress.
Dre
There's
is-
answers in that one.
Dre
That's
knows
a
all
lot
that
of
stuff.
reading.
Yeah.
That's
It was a lot of reading,
reading.
and here's the thing. I finished the last compendium. I'm not even sure how many pages. I can get it and show you. It's a fucking Bible of Invincible. And I knocked it out in a day.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Once you start going,
I spent like 7 or 8 hours on the couch doing nothing but reading that comic book, and I fucking finished it.
and that, in my opinion, that's how you do it. You get the completion stuff. You get everything in one nice hardcover, or if it's a paperback, I like.
Yeah, once
get
that's
the paperback.
available.
Get the trade. Get that trade. I've always liked trades. I always like getting in one big collection so that it can just go nice on the shelf, and it's right there. It's nice and safe, and I don't have to worry about putting the comics in a sleeve or anything like that. I like it like that. That to me, that's the way to do it. I love that. I love that.
So I finished that, and then since I was like, now what do I do? Like, I want to read more. So I don't know if you guys know Brimstone, who's in the chat. He sent me this whole long email about comic books that he very much recommends. So I picked up Kingdom Come, Dre.
Oh.
Hadn't read through it.
I love Kingdom Come.
So I'm going to start that one soon.
Love that. That's a great book. You're gonna enjoy it. You never read it before?
Never.
Never read it?
Never.
You're gonna
I only
enjoy
barely
yourself.
know the gist. Yeah.
You're gonna have a good time.
My understanding of Kingdom Come is that it's an older Superman and his logo's black. That's what I know.
It is my favorite Superman crest. It is my favorite Superman
Which
crest.
James Gunn bastardized.
Yeah, he did.
He
stole
bastardized
it
because,
and-
hey, I like that design. I'm going to use it.
yeah, he did things to it that are definitely unscriptural. So but you're gonna enjoy that read, Beardo. You're gonna enjoy that. That's a good one.
Hell yeah.
Right, Fat Boy? It's gonna be a good one.
You gonna read The Boys too? I know you really like that show.
I used to. I used to like that show. I haven't watched since season 3.
Arab Kripke has lost his mind. It's that simple.
I never watched season 4 because and I enjoyed season 3 mainly because Jensen Ackles is Soldier Boy.
Mhm.
So I actually enjoyed season 3, but then season 4, I don't know, just the talk about it, just the general atmosphere surrounding what was going on with that show and stuff. I'm just like,
All right.
maybe I'll wait. Like, I'm not going to start it right away. I'll wait. And then everyone's like, this is trash and garbage. So I just stopped. I haven't watched the past 2 seasons.
Quick question then. Do you guys think it's smart they're going to put the finale in a theater? Do you think that's a good idea considering all the
No.
baggage this season's carrying and all the hate it's getting? I think sounds a bad idea.
It sounds
I don't
terrible.
think they want proof of how poorly it's performing. When it's on a streaming service, they can obscure the evidence and say, "Oh, by our metrics, it's totally a success." But as soon as you put it out in a public format like that, the world can see how successful or not successful you are.
They need every opportunity they can to recoup any kind of cash. So whether it's a good
It's true.
idea or not, like Amazon has not made a dime outside of obviously their main products, but as far as Amazon Video is concerned, they have not made a single dime. And the daggone Rings of Power has drained every single billion out of this daggone company.
Oh, September is coming.
Actually putting the joint in theater to get $50 out of it is recouping any type of cost. So
Enough for a
might as
Slurpee.
well.
Anyway. All right. Hi, Dragon Lead. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I've also been reading Project Hail Mary, which I started.
Oh,
a while
hell
back.
yeah.
I'm quite slow at reading, especially when it comes to digital books. Because screen and all that, and you can take a rest every now and again. So, I'm right at the beginning. Well, not right at the beginning, but I'm kind of of the early stages of the book, as it were,
Yeah.
so far.
So you're
It's
probably
good
in the
so
first
far.
100 pages while he figures out whether or not he's in
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, that's where I am at the moment, and I am liking it so far.
That's good. That's good. I mean, I think that's just a more of the goodwill that the movie has wrought, that people are now going to pick up the book. And I think, even though I still think it's a mistake, they're dropping it on digital this week. It's
too soon.
It's too soon. It's still, I think the physical sales are going to be good. I think they're going to be good, and more power to it. And we're going to touch on that today because there's a good little example wrapped in with our DC discussion that I want to, the Hail Mary will make a presence of. Anyway, so hail howdy to the chat. Hope you guys are doing all right. Hail to the goddess, Algram, the mods, here to do the good work. Going down, let's see. Scrolling. Hail Dash. Oh, Ruben X here too. Another mod. Huzzah, son of Joxer. My friend, how are you? Let's see. I see Frank. How you doing, Frank? Let's see. Brad is here, and yes, yes. In 2 weeks, the Day of Doom, May 25th, actual Star Wars Day. Reminder: I will be in Florida. We will be going to Galaxy's Edge, where I have to be a stand for the day. And
what day of the week is that? On
Monday.
Monday.
It's on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Perfect. So people are going to have the day off. Hey, you know what? Let's take the family out to Disney. So that means that's just more people that are going to witness your Day of Doom.
Yeah. At least my face won't be painted for the first part now. That's a small mercy.
Oh, yeah. He's going to have to wear Ahsoka face paint at some point.
No.
That's the only option that's been put forward.
I could be a Chiss.
Darth Maul would be cool.
I could be a Zabrak.
You're going to have to pick off a list. They're going to have like 5 different face paints. And it's like, I want number 3.
But the chat gets to vote on it.
And it's going to be Chewbacca.
They're all going to pick Ahsoka because it's the most humiliating looking one for you because you hate her.
So why is this Day of the Doom? Like, what'd you do to deserve this?
Well,
he was a prostitute.
It had to have been pretty terrible.
Last year around this time, I needed money. Money bad. So Jed came up with a little tier as we started my weekly, now somewhat sort of weekly live stream, the Daily Dive, and we started a tier. And we kept adding levels to it, and turned into this Day of Doom, where I now here's what has to happen. I now have to, once we're there, as long as I'm on camera, I have to behave like a stan. Otherwise, Jed has a punish me tier set up.
Oh yeah, you're wearing a dog collar, right?
No,
you're gonna shock him and abuse him in the middle of the park.
No.
No, it's actual things he'll have to do later. So it actually kind of extends the Day of Doom.
If I fuck up, if I break character while I'm on camera.
7 punishments.
I don't know if I can be there for that, man.
Yeah.
7? All right, so I have to behave like an idiot. Among the things stupid things I do, one of them was, and Brad has gotten it, and he's been sending me the pictures. I have to walk around with a Baby Yoda doll in a papoose.
And when we go see Mandalorian and Grogu later on,
sit in my lap.
Watch the movie with Baby Yoda in his
lap. It has
lap.
to sit in my lap, and there'll be footage of that. I also have to talk to the baby like it's real now. That's a new one that got added last month.
You have to do a stand review of Mandalorian and Grogu.
Then my first review that week has to be a fake review, a stand review, where I have my thumbnail's this, that kind of shit.
That's why I call it prostitution, Beardo, because that's what it.
Listen, that money got spent a long time ago.
You're an e-whore, bro.
Listen, I haven't caught.
Just be careful, man. You don't want to get banned out of Disneyland.
I'll take that as
true. There's nothing we're making him
carried away.
Nothing we're making him do is that bad, especially without Dermot being there.
I do have to go up to the Rey actress and tell her how great Reylos are and how great Reylo is. I have to do that. And
on here, brother.
Well, Dermot, if he was there, they would have to hold hands for half an hour.
Yeah, if Dermot was going to be there, there was a 30-minute
he's not going to be there.
He's not going to be there. Yeah, he's not going to be there because
this is tough, boys.
It's tough. Well, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And then we have to build the stupid lightsaber and the droid. The chat.
Oh, you get a little BB-8, huh? That you're gonna.
The chat decides. The chat decides what droid I'm going to build. And the problem is, though, I can never destroy them. The lightsaber and the droid, I can never destroy. And they have to be.
They go up in his background.
When I get a fresh room and I reset the studio, they have to go on display and be there forever.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have a reminder of the worst day of your life.
Yeah, I mean, listen, no physical harm is
Just
going to
keep it
come to
around.
me. This is all internal pain, is what it's going to be, and shame.
Yeah.
Internal shame. Listen, the chat paid for it. It has to happen. I have no backing out. Eventually, also,
Jeez.
I got to write that fanfic too.
Mhm.
I gotta try. I gotta get that done. I got a fanfic.
This just
Yeah,
keeps getting better and better for you,
If he
dude.
had actually done it ahead of time, I was planning on getting print copies to hand out on the day of Doom. But he didn't get it done in time.
yeah. The idea is it's all done up here. I just have not been able to sit down and do it. Is the problem? It's all done in my head.
And it's too late now. I can't get print copies this close.
Yeah, darn. But yeah, so it's gonna be a nightmare. Fortunately, as I've been told, there's not much to do there, so we won't be there for very long. So,
Yeah, it's a
What are you
small
talking
part.
about? There's tons of stuff to do over there. You get to ride Star Tours, and you have Smuggler's Run and Rise of the Resistance. You have the Millennium Falcon. You have the.
don't
you
they have to work?
What happened?
Don't they have to work? I thought all the rides are broken constantly at that place.
I think the Rise of the Resistance is the Smuggler's Run and Star Tours don't usually. Shut down or
old
break
school
down or
Star.
anything.
Well, I did old school Star Tours when I was a kid. The old school
Yeah.
one. They changed it now. It's probably Disney Star Wars now.
It's all
Yeah.
updated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I realize bring cameras in on that kind of stuff, or is there a rule?
You're not
Cameras?
supposed to record any ride. At
Yeah,
any
you're not
point,
supposed to
but
record it. No,
Yeah,
You're not
so-
supposed to.
supposed.
A lot of
you
people
can
get
like
away with it.
record like your friends, like the people.
Mhm.
But
The
you can't,
reactions.
whatever screen and stuff is going
Well,
on in front of you as
yeah,
part of the
it's-
attraction. You can't.
It's about Adam.
Listen,
So
I'm
we
the
need
dancing
recording
monkey
him.
that day, so it's about me. It's not about the ride. Anyway, so yeah, that's the Day of Doom. It's
And let it be your last one too.
well, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We haven't done.
Let
that
it be your last
yet.
one ever. Just
Yeah.
make that rule for yourself.
Oh yeah.
The next
this,
next
I
tier
didn't bring
someday
this
is gonna
upon
be
myself.
a Disney cruise.
Jed was the one who came up with this shit. I didn't choose this.
I pulled a Jeremy Beardo. It was on stream. He
Yeah.
needed money, and I'm just like, oh yeah, and for like $500, he'll totally go to Galaxy's Edge. I
And we
pulled a
got-
Jeremy, and
and
it
we got
worked.
it.
I was just fucking
For how
around.
much money?
$500
Oh,
was the
okay.
initial just to start the tier,
Yeah,
and then all these other things are add-ons.
Oh, okay.
We cleared overall about $1,800 for it over the past year. I mean, that money's long
Yeah.
since been spent. So let's. I have been sitting on that money. That paid bills and shit. But
Sure. Sure. I was
yeah,
about to
that-
say the lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge is probably going to be just about as expensive.
There's a
well-
volunteer who will pay for it.
yes, we
on-
have a sugar daddy on that one. We have a sugar daddy. So
Hell yeah, dude! I want one.
Yeah, we have a sugar daddy for that.
A sugar
Anyway.
daddy, not a lightsaber.
I like a sugar mama. I like a sugar mama.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Nice
Misspoke.
Anyway.
sketch.
Let's keep
Misspoke.
going. Saying hi
Known
to the
scumbag.
chat. Anyway, so I think that's everybody I see, unless my chat is crapped out on me. Stream some. Let me double check here. Yeah, sorry, that's everybody. Hell, how to chat. So everybody out there, if you're not watching, if you're actually just chatting, we're happy to have you guys here. Hit that like, hit the like button. See, I'm already trapped in Monday in 2 weeks from now. My brain's already melting. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get rolling. Dre has obviously stepped away, so we'll bring back box office and the Mortal Kombat 2. So here's what we're gonna do today, guys. We got this. So we've got Dre's gonna break us down Mortal Kombat 2. I think he saw it, so we'll find out about that in a minute. We've got a little random bit of DCU news that dropped on Friday night that kind of has slipped through the cracks, and I think, let's just say, they're doing the Sony Spider-Verse villains route. It starts
That
with
works
Clayface.
so well for them.
It starts with Clayface, and they've added 2 more, Beardo. They've added 2
Oh
more.
no!
Yeah.
I want to guess.
You want to guess? All right, guess.
I want to
Go for it.
guess.
Okay, go for it before I bring it up.
Few questions first.
Okay.
Are these Batman?
Batman. These are Batman villains.
These are all. So the 3 are
these are-
Batman villains, including Clayface.
Yes, these are.
So the other
movie
2 are also
Clayface-
Batman villains.
Yeah, so we got Clayface coming out in October around Halloween, going head to head with Street Fighter 2, which will be funny. And now they've just announced another Batman villain movie that is now in pre-production or about to start pre-production.
Okay. Killer Croc.
No. I'll give you
Ooh.
2 more guesses.
Okay.
Don't
Not
focus
Kill-
too much on the horror aspect.
Not Killer
Yeah.
Croc.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, they could do an interesting story about Mr. Freeze with Nora and him losing Nora.
Rumor is that that's the Batman 2 villain right now.
The Batman
rumor is-
2.
I
Okay.
think he's off limits.
Okay, well, shoot. Okay, one more guess.
Yeah.
Have we seen him before in a movie? We've seen him before in a movie.
There's two of them.
It's
in
it's
one
like
movie?
a buddy cop with two villains.
It's them in one
Yeah.
movie.
Yes.
And we've seen it before
and you've seen them in variations. Yes.
in variations.
I don't think you've ever seen them together in live.
Never together.
Never
but they
together?
have appeared in live action.
In the same canon?
No.
So different universes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fuck.
I mean, they're both comics, but yeah.
These
In
are,
live
well,
action,
and
they have
here's the thing,
opposite
I-
universes.
these are two A-level rogues gallery. For
A-level Rogues Gallery. Well, I heard that Sebastian Stan is playing Harvey Dent in the Batman 2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is
it's
it-
not him because
No,
that's
it's not
awful.
I don't think it's
All right.
Two-Face then.
No.
Fuck. Just say it.
All right, let's get right into it then. Where is it? Here. No, that's not it. That's not it. Where did it go? Oh, no. Here we go. Okay, yeah, I had the wrong tab. Okay, so Friday night, May 9th, 2026, we got a little bit of extra news here that James Gunn's DCU has decided to go the Sony Spider-Verse route and do villain movies. As I said, they're starting with Clayface in October, which I still think is a bad idea, but considering it's low budget, it'll probably make some profit. It's only got a $60 million budget.
It's going to be
It'll
the most profitable DC James Gunn movie.
Yeah. So, are you ready for a James Gunn villain buddy cop movie starring Bane and Deathstroke? Are you ready for this? In its early days, DC Studios reportedly has its eye on Superbad and Peacemaker alum Greg Mottola already.
So yes, the guy who made Superbad is going to make a Bane and Deathstroke movie. That sounds like, and Peacemaker, it sounds like it's going to be a comedy.
It's going to be a comedy for sure.
Yeah.
So Bane's going to be stupid. So Bane is going to be your idiotic comic relief, and Deathstroke is going to be the serious, let's stay on track, I'm grounded kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's oh my gosh. This is like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Deathstroke is Steve Martin, and Bane is John Candy.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. I mean, right, it says it's still in the works, and Deadline has reported on it. So this is a legitimate story coming out of the trades. Haven't they learned their lesson with the Sony Spider-Verse villains?
They never learn the lessons of other
I know.
studios. It's
I know.
only when they get shot in the ass by a massive failure that studios realize they can't do something anymore.
Yeah, and Beardo, they're making the ultimate mistake that the Clayface movie was already making. Where's Batman?
Where it's like, even if Batman isn't going to be in the movie, and this is clearly a character study movie, at least have an established Batman actor and character that we know that is existing in this universe. Like, we need something, because that's why the Penguin worked, because you knew Batman was out there. We had seen that Batman in the Robert Pattinson movie. We know he's there. He's out there. This is a story that's already pre-existing from an established universe. What you're establishing this universe, unless this is going to be Elseworlds and a what if, like one-off thing where, like Joker.
I doubt it.
You know,
I doubt it. If the only Elseworlds is Pattinson Batman. That's the only Elseworlds they got going on right now. Everything else is tied to it.
And
it's very important
so
to
where
James Gunn.
Where's your established Batman? And I don't want to see them do some fucking shadowy figure with pointy ears and say, oh, fuck, that's Batman. But you can't even see him. It's just a silhouette, you know? Or the bat signal goes up in the air and that's it. It's like, we don't need to see the guy, but at least do something with him first. You know?
But here's the problem, though. James Gunn came out a few weeks ago and said the Clayface movie is the first chronological movie in his DCU.
Yeah, it takes place before Superman,
which means
before Creature Commandos, before
Peacemaker season 2. It took Marvel 3 phases to do that with fucking Captain Marvel.
Yeah. And here's the problem, though. We don't, like you just said, we don't have an established Batman in DCU. We don't even know. We don't even actor cast. I thought that we were going to have a casting announcement this last December. I thought they couldn't sit on it. Well, apparently they've decided to sit on it. They've decided to sit on it.
It should have been Alan Richton, but James Gunn doesn't like Batman. He's made that pretty clear. So when Batman eventually does come out, if it does with the whole merger situation, maybe throwing a wrench in that work, it's not going to be recognizable as Batman. It's going to be a James Gunn jokey monstrosity.
And here's the problem. These are two A-list Rose Gallery Batman, Deathstroke and Bane. Bane broke Batman's back was with his introduction as a villain. And Deathstroke, is just one of essentially an evil version of Batman that doesn't need superpowers to take out metahumans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's just that fucking good.
He's an assassin.
And even even Dark Knight Rises did reference that as well, with Bane breaking Batman's back on that film. That was one of the more memorable.
Neither of
aspects
these
of the
villains
character.
have gotten their due in a live-action movie before. We want to see these characters for real, finally.
Yeah, a smart, intelligent Bane who actually has venom.
Yeah, a Bane who, because that's the thing. Bane, like Brito just said, Bane is a calculating, intelligent villain who happens
He's a genius.
Who happens to be also insanely strong. Okay. I feel the anger welling up within. Dre, Bane and Deathstroke movie. No Batman. We're here. Here we are again. Clayface all over again.
Why are we wasting our time? Like, see, this is why English is my second language. Yo, I don't understand. Bad boy, go back to sleep.
No, he feels the anger in the air. He understands that the wrongness is being done.
You can say it in your first language. It's okay.
All right, okay, in first language.
Wait, in his
These
first
niggas
language?
out here tripping balls. That's what they doing. Out there making a fool of my family lineage. I'm finna go straight up on them bammers. They out there tripping. I'm gonna go and put a couple cops in the back of their necks.
Gangster. Anyway,
For those that do not understand that language, what I just said is these people need to put themselves in positions for Minecrafting by my hand. And they should be ashamed of themselves for even thinking of doing stuff like this. Why? Who wants to see a Bane without Batman? Who wants to see
Who wants to see anybody without Batman? That's
who
the
wants
problem.
to see who wants to see
Go back to
anything
this.
with Batman's Rose Gallery without Batman in it? It's
Who wants to see
ridiculous.
DC Universe without the trio setup?
And once again, Jed, we're back to the same point we've been making for months. If you're taking over the DCU, the first order of business is to establish the Trinity and then work outward. That's it. It's not a hard formula. It's been replicated a million times. It's replicated that way because it works, whether in comic form, cartoon form, even crazy Zack Snyder knew that.
Yeah,
Okay? Even
as much
he
as
knew
his
that.
movies suck, he did
Yes.
it by his second movie.
Yep,
He knew how important
even
it was.
he knew that the Trinity must be established before you do anything else.
But-
I who's green lighting this crap?
James Gunn.
It's got
No, he answers to only David Zaslav, who won't have a job very soon, who's the only person protecting him.
Fire them all.
Yeah,
Fire
it's
them
got James
all.
Gunn- they
Gunn's
will-
poop-stained fingerprints all over it.
By the end of next year, James Gunn will not have a job. They will not renew his contract at the end of 2027.
Nor should they.
Warner
So I don't think
Brothers
this movie's going
will
to get
complete the
made.
deal.
It's too early in development to be made in time.
And okay, excellent point, Jed. So swing into that. Do you think that when the merger goes through, because the merger is going to happen, Mark Ruffalo can go in front of Congress all he wants, but the merger is going to happen. And it was outside of maybe Universal getting involved and being also a decent option. This was the best of all possible worlds. It's better than Netflix, better than Amazon, better than any of that crap.
True.
It will be Paramount Warner Brothers. And the Ellisons will clean house like they did with every other acquisition they've gotten lately when they pull something into their brand, Skydance. James Gunn and Peter Safran will be out of a job next year. They will not be fired. Their contract will simply not be renewed. And the only reason we're going to get Man of Tomorrow next year, which is added Matthew Lillard to the cast now.
I saw that.
People saying he might be Plastic Man. I don't know what he's going to be. Listen, Matthew Lillard, good actor, but what are we doing?
I saw a discussion fish that he's going to be Jay Garrick, Flash.
That's fish. That's
Yeah.
fish, though.
I know it's fish, but it still would be kind of funny if he was.
But that's the thing. It's already a super bloated cast with a budget that will probably be more than Superman 2025. But that thing's legacied in. Probably a couple of projects are legacied in. But this, Jed, that's an excellent point. This probably gets kiboshed before it sniffs day. But the fact that they're even thinking it proves that James Gunn doesn't get it, that he doesn't understand how to make money with this stuff. Because now I want to shift it slightly as we just look at what's coming now in the coming next 3 months. First of all, we are less than, what is it? June is Supergirl. June is Supergirl. We're a month and a half, maybe. What, June 11th? It's June 11th, isn't it? June 11th. Supergirl, June 11th. Where's the marketing campaign for Supergirl right now?
True.
Where is June 26th?
June 26th. Thank you. I keep saying June 11th.
Man, you said June 11th like you were confident in that, man.
I think what I'm doing is I'm thinking July 11th, which was Superman 2025 last year. I think that's the wires being crossed in my
There's
brain.
a reason. There's always a reason for his madness.
There's always a reason for my retardation. Anyway.
Now I'm looking up Superman 2025 release.
Was it June? It was July 11th, wasn't it?
Hold on.
I want to know.
It was July 4th.
It was July 11th.
Okay.
Yeah,
it
was
was
right
July
about
11th.
There's
well.
Super and 11th in there somewhere in the Rolodex. So
here's
anyway.
the thing, though. Like, could there potentially be like a Blue Beetle situation here where there's already, things haven't really, the ball really hasn't started rolling, but enough money has already been spent where it's like, fuck.
If it's this early, I don't know. I mean,
something needs to be near production for that.
Just
to be
remember
the case.
Batgirl.
There's not even a script for this yet.
Yeah, this is they're first assigning the director, the front runner. I mean, they haven't assigned a director yet. So, but the point, the fact that he is going forward with this anyway is bad. But we bring it back to this: Supergirl. Have we heard anything since that last disastrous trailer? No.
And what, a month?
It's been more.
Their
than
marketing campaign is pretty thin.
Yeah, so they might actually hit the break even that I say with that 400 to 450 with this very small market. I thought the marketing campaign would be harder. Now they could kick it into gear at the beginning of June. That's still 26 days. They could do that, but this is your movie of the summer. This is your movie, and it's up against nobody. Is anything coming out at the end of June? That's going to be
Spider-Man. Spider-Man's pretty soon after it.
That's not competition.
Spider-Man?
It's going to kick its ass.
Noir?
Brand New Day.
No, Brand New Day. Brand New Day is going to kick its ass.
Brand New Day is the end of July, so it has a good
end of July.
On its own.
Okay. So Brand New Day is going head-to-head with Odyssey, but that's a different conversation. So no, there's no competition for Supergirl. So
it's still going to lose money.
It's yeah. Supergirl has had nothing, but I want to bring this back. Let's go back to the whole conversation of Superman 2025 and how the fact that the stands, the guntards, they don't understand it. Jed, how many times did we tell them $363 million budget, no profit?
Holy fuck, dude. Check this out.
What?
I retweeted your tweet for the show today.
Yeah.
Dean Cain liked it.
Hell yeah.
Actual Superman. Hell yeah.
Dean Cain liked it.
That's
hilarious.
Nice.
Hail
Hope he's
Superman.
watching. Hey, he gave a great performance to Superman.
He's awesome, man.
I watched that shit. I watched that shit growing up. It was great. I watched it on actually I missed part of it on its original run. I watched a lot of it in syndication on TNT back in the day. That's where I got the full run unbroken and stuff like that. Hell, that was the first time I saw an iteration where Pa Kent didn't die. That was the first time I saw a version where he didn't die, where that kind of established it's okay to do that, even though it's important, but it make it work. Anyway, so Jed, last time we did the whole thing, we spent half a year battling that we wouldn't make money. And then when they lied and came out with the fake budget, it still didn't make money. But the guntards kept saying, it's successful, and even to this moment now,
they don't understand gross versus net, and they refuse to believe that theaters take 40 to 60% of box office, which we average out to 50%.
Yeah,
that's just too complicated for them. And you got to include marketing.
Yeah.
And just equating your budget doesn't mean you're successful. That meant you lost hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, and already here comes the pre-Supergirl defense, and they're using Project Hail Mary as their example. Budget for Project Hail Mary was $190 million. This movie is almost at $700 million right now. And with its as we know, it's a very small marketing campaign, Jed. That was not a massive marketing campaign.
No.
It made about $100 to $200 million in profit.
It's getting there.
Profit. Yeah. But it crossed profit.
Absolutely.
With its actual $190 million to $200 million budget. They refined it here, but it made profit. We know Superman 2025 had a $368 million budget due to the Ohio tax records, plus Hollywood Reporter said back then a $150 to $200 million marketing campaign, which means that movie was $600 million budget if on a day. And it needed $1 billion to break even. And it didn't. It made $620 million in the end. And they kept telling us it's a success because it made $600 million. And here they are. We know James Prescott. We've seen this jackass for our favorite Moonlight Warrior. You know what it is. They're getting the memo. It's time to start
Not
buffing.
all success is equal. Like what we keep talking about with Clayface. Clayface making $100 million or a little bit more, that makes it a success. That makes it a profitable film. Success for Clayface is a lot different than success for Superman. And so we're clearly predicting that Clayface is going to make money. I don't think it's going to move the needle culturally, but it's going to break even and make some profit.
It'll make, Clayface with its $60 million budget, my guess, it makes probably around between.
60. I thought 20 for some reason.
No, $60 million budget. $60 million.
Okay, so
it's going to make somewhere, it'll make between $200 and $300 million in the end. But it's going to be a niche movie. It's probably not going to be very good. And it's going to probably get mid word of mouth. But with $60 million, its break even's $100 million. 120, something like that. Was it 40 million? It might be 40 million. Either way, super low ass budget. No, I believe it's 40 million. I think I was wrong. I think it was 40 million. And it's because I remember saying its break even's $100 million and it'll make its money back probably that first weekend between domestic and international. Domestic's not going to be anything great. It's probably going to make about $50 to $60 million, but it'll make money.
They don't understand that all things are not created equal.
Yeah, but it'll be a financial success, but it's not going to move the needle on the DCU. Because...
and the way that Clayface feels to me right now is kind of similar to the approach that they're taking with the new Resident Evil movie. Like they're not trying to only market it to hardcore fans. They're like, same thing with Resident Evil. Like, it's like, okay, I guess this could be Resident Evil, but it's not Resident Evil, but I can understand what you're trying to do here. They're trying to market it as like, oh, Resident Evil, another horror movie, Clayface. Like, they're like, for your average moviegoers who are walking outside of the theater looking up at the screen, it's like, what movie are we going to see today? Oh, Clayface, rated R, horror movie. Let's go see it, and don't even know that it's fucking Batman. I'm not saying that's a good thing, though. Because when you have movies and TV shows that are made for everybody, it's made for no one. So
exactly.
So, but I think it's going to do fine. But like you said, it's not going to move the needle and get people more invested into this James Gunn DCU. But it's probably going to be fine. Same thing with Resident Evil. It's like your hardcore fans are probably going to leave a little disappointed, but probably still say it was a good movie, though. Just not what I thought it was going to be.
You probably won't be insulted this time around, is what it feels like with that one.
It doesn't sound like it's going to use any the original characters. You can't destroy them.
For Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Like Leon's not going to be in it, so
you're not getting Indian Leon this time. You're not getting Indian Leon.
yeah, but we're not getting any Leon either. But here's the thing: like those legacy characters, like Leon and Jill, if you don't fucking have the perfect casting, like it's going to get flamed. It's going to get roasted.
With that decision is like the director put it for that Resident Evil movie. The Leon story has been told so great in the video games that you couldn't add anything to it. With video games, I feel that way. It might be a cop out, but
there is
such a visual storytelling medium.
One Leon story that I would love to either play or see is in between Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4, what he's doing with his training and then with the military and then with Secret Service and stuff, like what's going down, his relationship with Krauser. Like, that's
they
kind of that's
a lot of backstory for that they didn't show.
Yeah, I would like to see that going on, and maybe you can sprinkle in a little bit of zombie stuff, Umbrella stuff in there that really hasn't been, canonized.
So, but you bring up this important thing though. Making it for everybody makes it for nobody, because there's another project between Supergirl and Clayface. A little show called Lanterns. Show called Lanterns. The guy behind it, Chris Mundy, the showrunner, and I probably use that term very lightly, said this: "We want it to be accessible for anyone who doesn't know the canon, but at the same time satisfying for people who know the lore in minute detail." So yes, it was challenging, but only in the way that is the most fun things are. we have recounted many times from the information we have and the footage we have, you haven't even gotten Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart right. We've seen them. They don't understand constructs. They don't understand how the passing of a ring works. Hal Jordan cannot take off his ring and give it to Jon Stewart and say, "Here you go, use it."
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't.
So they are admitting this isn't made for the hardcore fan, when all you had to do was make something for the hardcore fan, and you get goodwill, you get happiness, you get excitement, and all the people around it are just so angry that we got angry that they couldn't even put them in a freaking Green Lantern suit with bright green on it.
Yeah, brown Green Lantern suits, real good.
Yeah. I mean, they couldn't even do it with Guy Gardner. He was wearing a white suit.
Yeah.
In 2025.
I'm sure that's going to be explained, like the whole like Maxwell Lord thing and stuff, that they were working for Maxwell Lord and shit, and he dressed them all the same in the white.
Yeah, exactly. That is it. So they're not making leading up through all of this stuff. There is zero excitement for actual fans for any of these things. We have no buzz for Supergirl. We are a month away. No buzz. Lanterns in August. They kicked it to August. This thing was supposed to be out in February. They punted it to August. They have no faith in it. They're scared. And then Clayface. And Clayface, as we noted a couple weeks ago, we found out when we were just having fun looking at the Street Fighter movie trailer. That's going head-to-head with Street Fighter, which could be the sleeper of the year in terms of really people having a good time, because it looks like it understood the assignment. This is not exciting. It's not fun, but they don't get it because this was running around a short time ago. And I know you love it when we deal with these streaming-only analytical sites. Letterboxd. You guys know what Letterboxd is?
Nope.
Isn't it a review service? Like Rotten Tomatoes, Metacritic.
It's just a thing that focuses on streaming and digitally viewed sites. It has no actual. It's not an actual metric to measure anything.
It's like Parrot Analytics.
In the similar vein, yes, it's in that kind of area. But they put out something like this, and yes, this is translated from Spanish, but we're going to read it anyway. Ranked. Well, they were talking about other stuff, but ranked in the top 10 most watched and the top 3 most watched in the USA. Don't let anybody try to fool you by saying that DCU is failing. They're lying to you.
It's all new things on there, and Superman is a new movie, so it makes sense why Superman's in the top 10 of 2025. But some of those things are old. Like 2 of those things are old.
But it's also meaningless because it's just streaming on Warner Brothers platform. You can't say where are your numbers for physical copies purchased? Where are your numbers for digital? They tried to say the digital is where all the money was made, but they hold on to these fake metrics to try and tell us we're lied to. It made money. You can't believe us because we said something with a flop because 600 million has to be a success. There is
and Project Hail Mary is at 650 now, so it's doing better than Superman, especially with its lower budget.
Made more gross and made profit, where Superman did not. But here we are. So wrapping this up, the DCU, it's in trouble. And next year, it will not get better with Man of Tomorrow. As we keep saying, Man of Tomorrow is still not a Superman movie. Lex Luthor buddy cop movie, Brainiac. They're going to team up. You've got Maxima
Justice Gang is coming.
Justice Gang. They're adding people to the Justice Gang. You've got Matthew Lillard in an unknown role. You got other people in an unknown role. Where's the room for this movie to breathe as a Superman movie?
And that was the biggest gripe about the first one, is that it was too congested.
Yeah. In narrative
James
mess.
Gunn heard the criticism that there were too many in the first movie, so he's like, you know what, I'm better than all of you. I can do this better. Even more. That's how he answers criticism, by doubling down. And I just looked up. Superman only made $618 million.
They keep adjusting it. They had it to 625 a few months ago.
Really?
Keep adjusting it.
It's a Superman movie. It should make more money than that in this era.
And that's the thing. If Superman, one of the top 3 of DC, couldn't make a profit in the theaters, Supergirl doesn't stand a chance.
Mhm.
I say it before, I'm going to say it again. Its ceiling is 350. Supergirl's ceiling is 350.
And what was the budget?
I want to say 166.
Ooh.
I want to say
Okay.
or am I thinking Mandalorian Grogu?
Is
I
that
have-
been reported? 166.
No, I might have it
166 was the Mandalorian Grogu.
Yeah,
Supergirl is
sorry.
200.
200.
Okay,
That's even worse.
That makes a little bit more sense, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes it even worse. That's even worse.
Even
Yeah,
though
so-
James Gunn initially said, "Why on earth would you assume it's 200 million?" And then later on, they're like, "Yeah, it's 200."
Listen,
Yeah, it's 200
he
million.
just keeps lying.
Yeah, my latest rules to live by in 2026. James Gunn lies. James Gunn lies.
Yeah.
He lies. Plain and simple.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
So the whole thing, like with Warner Brothers being bought and by Paramount and stuff, it's like it seems like some of these future projects, is just him writing down to when he hands over his papers and says, "Please keep me," is like, look at all the ideas that I have. Is pretty much what it is.
Well, there's a Wonder Woman movie floating out there now. They've
They
officially
still talked about Batman Brave and the Bold, and there's no movement on that.
You don't
Because he
have
doesn't want there to be
Batman.
movement.
If he does Batman Brave and the Bold, they're going back to the 1960s Adam West campy. That's what James Gunn would do with Batman.
And he doesn't understand that people want a certain color scheme for Batman's.
Oh,
suit.
he's upset that people ask him about the
He
blue
wants
and
to
the gray.
he wants to do blue gray, right? With white
No,
eyes.
no. He hates that. He's like, please, people stop telling me about that. Is that really the most important thing
Really?
about Batman is his color scheme? I will not do it just because you have. Like, there's an interview where he spurgs out about it.
Yeah.
He's like, stop asking me about the blue and the gray. I don't want to do it now because you keep asking me to. It's insane.
Blue and gray is pretty cool, but just I don't know how it transitions to live action because we saw them try to do it with Ben Affleck in The Flash, and it like when it wasn't a CGI mess, it actually kind of looked cool.
I
thing
think
is-
a talented costume designer could do it, but it'd have to be like the best costume designer.
But then it was
out
also
there.
stupid in that movie, dude, that Flash movie. Batman's out there riding on his fucking Bat motorcycle in broad daylight.
Yeah, and that's
What
not
are you
exactly
doing?
that's not exactly a Justice League moment there where all that shit was going down. You don't need to call him in the league to deal
Sure.
with that.
Uh-huh.
So he's not there. He shouldn't need to be there. It's
Well, it's because they still have Ben Affleck under contract, and they needed him to,
finish it out and
to finish it out.
And he didn't want to do it
Flash. Fuck it.
because he didn't want to do it. This is
Oh,
my
God.
out. I don't want to do
He
this.
was
anymore.
done by then, yeah.
He is on the
The
record.
best
He
part of
did-
that
But he's the best
movie-
part of that movie, though, is his speech that he gets to bury.
Yeah.
My favorite part of that movie is when they took the clip of the baby in the microwave and reversed it on social media. That was the best thing to come out of
That
it.
movie was nightmare fuel, and it should never be spoken of again. Hey, at least we're done with
Oh,
this.
man.
And Tom Cruise and James Gunn said it was an incredible movie, though. One of the best superhero movies ever made.
Yeesh.
Tom Cruise is a promoter, and he'll say anything to help somebody out. If
To
they
help
ask him to.
movies.
Yeah, Tom Cruise just wants movies to do well. Anyways, there it is. DCU. I agree with Jed. I don't think that movie with Bane and Deathstroke is going to get anywhere. But
Mm-mm.
No.
the fact that it's even there is the problem with James Gunn. It's there.
Well,
All
you
right.
had Supergirl predictions from last week, right? That we were almost going to get to box office. predictions?
No, I didn't. I think I deleted those by accident.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I don't have a blue. I don't have a blue check mark. So when I clear out my bookmarks, it's all disorganized, and I get rid of shit, and I lose track. Listen, I keep the bouncing tits, and I delete other things that don't have relevance
Hell yeah.
to my conversation anymore. I'm getting called out a lot lately if the stuff I'm choosing is AI, and it doesn't look AI to me. But still,
Oh, dude, I have that problem all the time. I'm pulling up something, and I'm like, yo, boys, check this out.
yeah.
And then they're looking at it thinking that it's real, and then chat's like AI.
2 weeks in a row on tryhards, chat's yelling, "It's AI!" And my response is, this giant Bristol girl doing push-ups. If that's AI, my AI overlord's fine. If that's what you're going to put in front of me and have me,
Mhm.
Fine,
Maybe
I'll accept
Skynet was right.
yeah,
There are good things about AI. Like, if you guys remember the quadriplegic black trans person who was at
I
the
saw
Met Gala?
one picture of that creature.
Yeah.
Well, and then they
I
made it
saw an
Kata.
AI clip of that person playing the Flash.
Oh,
That was
yes.
That's what AI's
Yes.
for.
I saw that too.
And they're a troon too, aren't they? They were. Oh, that how does that even happen? Anyway, okay, Dre, did you see Mortal Kombat 2?
I did. I did see Mortal Kombat 2, and let me be as clear as I possibly can. New Line Cinema understood the assignment.
Same as Street Fighter?
That 100%. They give us exactly what we came here for. I'm talking 30 seconds in, we're already getting Shao Kahn versus Katana's daddy, and
the flashback.
The flashback,
the history, the lore. Okay.
Yeah, and we go right into the tournament. We're not sitting around. We're not giving some weird story.
Question: how quickly did they kill off Cole?
He got killed off about in round two. In round two of the tournament, he gets killed by Shao Kahn. He gets killed by Shao Kahn.
Good.
By the Shao Kahn fatality with the hammer to the head. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So they gave us what we wanted. I think the only issue, and I'm use that term very loosely, is that the casting of Carl Urban, I think, is a miscast.
I said that from the beginning. I mean, I love Carl Urban. He's
I love Carl Urban,
Johnny Cage.
but he's 117, and everybody else is clearly 30s and 40s. You know what I mean? And so, and they're definitely planning to make sequels. How much longer is he going to be doing these type of physical roles? You know, we got to start being honest with ourselves. Like he's in his 50s.
Because he's mid 50s, right?
Yeah, so 60? It's like, you know. Now, granted, because look, I also take a lot of it because Johnny Cage is my favorite character because, of course, he's based off of my childhood hero, Jean-Claude Van Damme. So obviously, I love Johnny Cage, and the story that they did for Johnny Cage is very, very good.
Washed up guy.
Washed up action hero. Blah 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 blah. They do good. They do very good. They tell a kind of a story with Katana avenging her father's death and stuff, and stuff with Liu Kang and Kung Lao when they when Shang-Chi resurrects Kung Lao and all stuff like that.
Into a gosh, what's the term?
Yeah, like the shadow. From MK9 or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the undead term. I had it and I just lost it. Keep going.
Yeah, but overall, I had a good time. I was able to turn my brain off, and just watch gruesome unsheathed violence. They brought back Kano because the fans loved him in the first movie. They brought him back.
Did they fix it? Whereas I was actually cybernetic, or was it still magic eye?
They give him an eye from Netherrealm that shoots lasers instead. Okay. I didn't like that part. They should have given him the medal again. But you know, so things I didn't like were nitpicks outside of the casting. But I had a good time. I was able to enjoy the soundtracks and the like. Everybody fights on a different stage. Like you can go through stage select. So each people that have it, they have stages throughout the entire. It's really cool. Like they do. They just literally grab the game and put it on the screen. That's it. That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted. And I guess technically the main would be Katana. Katana would be the main. So like if you're playing, basically as if you're playing the game.
I was a Katana guy. She was my girl in MK2 in the arcade back in the day. That was my main.
Yeah. So they played. So you pretty much play the movie as if Katana is the main you pick.
Yeah.
You know, it was fine. It was fine. I enjoyed it. They delivered exactly what I wanted. They listened to everybody from the first movie because the first movie outside of the fight scenes was a mitigated disaster because who the heck is Cole? Why are we talking about a descendant of Scorpion?
Why are you cock teasing us with Scorpion for 2 hours and then only giving him to us at the end?
Exactly. Just like everybody trying to pretend to tell a story when they can't. They understood the assignment and delivered. I think they did a great job. They did a great job. And now, is this movie going to be remembered as the greatest movie of all time? Heck no.
No.
But it was a nice popcorn film. I was able to enjoy myself. Went home with a smile on my face.
And Shogun order for $5. My only problem with MK2, where is Goro?
There was no Goro.
They unceremoniously killed him in the first one.
Oh, quick shout out. Okay. What they do with Baraka in this is absolutely brilliant.
I saw they had that Johnny Cage did do the nut shot.
Oh my god! Like the design for Baraka is tremendous. They did such a good job. They did such a good job. That was shout outs to that. They did a really, really good job.
Better than in the past when he
well, absolutely. They nailed it. They nailed it, and they did a really, really good job. So yeah, like big ups. I enjoyed myself. It was fun.
I want to give it a watch. All right, before we shift over, Beardo, you got to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll out. But boys, it was good talking with you, being on again, and I'm gonna try to make it as often as I can, boys.
The seat is yours.
I know. I've been a bad goyim, Adam. I know.
Well, I have a quick question for you, Beardo, real quick before you go. So we know Lego Batman is coming out in just over a week now. It's coming up. I'm excited to play it. But you obviously probably need a new game to play until then. So when is your mixtape game stream coming out?
Oh shit. So I didn't even know anything about that game until I seen a few people bitching about it online, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And it's
Jeremy
pretty
gave
much
us a run through on Friday.
It's pretty much just like Gen Z rebel kids, woke, are just hanging out together, and most of it's like a simulator.
Scene?
I did see that on Twitter.
Yeah, that thing is.
I did see that.
Yeah, that was awful. Now.
Yeah, but what I am doing is I'm actually playing through the first 3 Lego Batman games in the next week and a half. Should be easy to run through those pretty quickly. So, but I am excited for the new Lego Batman. Looks fucking sick, dude.
And I definitely want to have a conversation once that's out, because we're hitting mid-year now. We're hitting June. It's been a good year for gaming this year so far. A lot of fantastic games, and Lego Batman is the next one coming up. So I do want to have a discussion. I want to see how that braids out, and looking forward to the next half of the year and how things go. Sorry.
All right, James Bond a week after that.
James Bond, which I'm hearing decent things about it.
I'm gonna play it.
I'm gonna let you guys tell me how that one is.
I'm hearing decent things about the James Bond game.
Yeah.
So
all right, Beardo, you take it easy.
All right, boys. You guys have a good weekend, man.
Later.
Yep.
All right, so Dre, you just said though this Mortal Kombat is not going to. It's not going to change anything.
No.
And here's the thing though. Here's our box office for. Oh, damn it! I killed it.
Oh, Dre, was it at least better than Daredevil? Like script wise.
Oh my god!
No, let him have this fun for a moment. Don't torture him. Let's finish this first. All right. So it's opening weekend, only 63 million on an $80 million budget. So it's break even. It's got a little bit of marketing. So let's say it's break even somewhere around 180, 200.
About 180, I think it would be a safe break even.
Not a strong start, but then again. It's not supposed to be. I mean, and they did punt it to now. It was supposed to be out already.
It's supposed to be coming out last year. That's just when it was supposed to come out last year.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out last year.
So I think good word of mouth will do this film some good. I think the ones that have seen this will send some converts.
I've heard only good things now, and you confirm it for them. People have enjoyed it. The critics hate it because it's just a fun movie.
Yeah, because
all I've seen is people hating on it. That's actually all I've seen on Twitter.
Well, they're probably the shills in the stands related to
if you see people hating on this movie, they're looking for
I want to
see
it.
Produce.
I just didn't get a chance this weekend to see it.
Yeah, but it's a fun movie. It's not earth-shattering. It's not telling a deep story. Nothing like that. If you like the game, you'll like this movie. That's
and it's setting up more. You said
yes, it's setting up. Going to NetherRealm to go and find all the dead heroes and try to bring them back and stuff. So it's setting up for a third. I'm hoping this movie can just stay in theaters long enough to eke out a little bit of profit. Because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this movie, and I think next weekend it should maintain a good little hold. Hopefully,
with such a small box office, the hold will probably be nice and tight. It won't probably lose too much, and I wanted to do well. But here's the thing: I think the marketing campaign was very tamed. It was very muted.
Do you think the first one hurt it? Because the first one wasn't received well. And
absolutely,
COVID, obviously.
I was going to say COVID era crap. Let's not. That has an asterisk next to it. But
even just the reception to it, not a whole lot of people. There wasn't good word of mouth for the first one.
No, well, the first one was a COVID release, which was a complete waste of time. And the movie was not good. No ifs, ands, or buts. Do I like the fight between Scorpion and Sub-Zero? Sure, but other than that movie sucked.
Quick casting: was the cast the same in this one as the last one?
The cast was the same.
So the guy who played Raiden was still unintelligible when he spoke.
That is correct.
Okay, just check.
Yeah.
Was Robo Arms back?
Yes.
I just think of him as Jimmy Olsen.
Yes, Jax is in this one. And he, yes, I mean, listen, they deliver on everything that you want. Like if you're there to just have fun, gruesome violence, and turn your brain off, you're gonna have yourself a good time. Like,
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, they do it in spades. So
I think Street Fighter is going to be a bigger hit.
oh, without question, that joint's gonna make good.
I mean, let's say Street Fighter is more mainstream than Mortal Kombat.
100%,
Always was.
Because of its rating, it's not a mature game. It's so it's more accessible to people and parents who are more willing to bring their kids to go see it because it's not, you're not going to see heads getting ripped off and stuff. So
and also Street Fighter has had a more cultural zeitgeist than Mortal Kombat. I mean, Mortal Kombat has its jokes, but Chun-Li, Cammy, those are staples.
These characters are definitive. Ken, Ryu,
Hadouken.
They're archetypes. They're literally archetypes of every platform fighting game that's ever been made. So
Hadouken has more cultural impact than Get Over Here.
100%. 100%.
And we love Get Over Here, but it's Hadouken.
Yeah,
it's Hadouken. So
everybody knows. If you say Hadouken, everybody knows what you mean. Everyone.
Yeah.
So come December, I think that joint comes out December. That joint's gonna
It's October.
No, it's October. It's going head. It's going head to head with Clayface.
Halloween.
Oh right. Okay. Well, we already know Clayface is going to get obliterated.
Comes out a week before Clayface.
Yeah.
So
that's just going to get obliterated. And
yeah.
So I will be there day one for that.
I will go. I'm going to go to the theater for Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Because I'm excited. It looks like
a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to turning off my brain and just seeing fireballs and kicks and naked women. I'm looking very, very forward to it. It's going to be amazing.
As we said, the only thing I have a question on with Street Fighter is, can the dude playing Bison pull that off? That's my only question right now.
Yeah, I think there's going to be more camp, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's my only question. Everybody else seems to be slotted in perfectly between people who can do the choreography, people who good character actors and stuff like that. The wrestlers, they know what they're doing. They know exactly their thing. Momoa with his shirt off, we know why he's there as Blanca. We get all that stuff. It's a hot, beautiful women as the female characters. It's all lining up. I just question, Ken, the dude playing Bison. I can never pronounce his name, but I know him, and he's a good actor. He's a good actor.
He's in all the Christopher Nolan movies.
Yeah, I just wonder, can he do it? Okay, we've got two more stuff for you guys today. Because we dove right in, we didn't say what else we got for you guys today after this stuff. We got two more subjects we're going to talk about. One, we will now break down the Odyssey trailer.
That was rough to see.
And now, unfortunately, we are not going to watch it because
I can only get publicly graped so many times.
Unless somebody drops a $25 super chat to cover the cost. Any super chat $25 or above, I will accept that and we'll play it because I will get hit. I'll accept a super chat or Stream Elements tip.
Don't make me suffer.
A Stream Elements tip or a super chat for $25 or higher, I will accept that. And that will cover the cost because the stream will get demonetized. It'll get claimed if we watch it. So we're going to go over that. Otherwise, we're just going to drag away through it. And then we're going to do a little Disney Star Wars stuff because, as I know, Day of Doom.
Oh, we have to discuss Disney Star Wars today.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah, because well, I know you probably want to talk about because we didn't get to talk about it, the glory of the end of Maul Shadowlord.
Yeah.
With voiceless Vader and the cock slobbering that went on with that. But at the same time, do you guys know that tickets for Celebration 2027 went on sale this week in LA?
Oh.
And they sold out. And they're claiming that's a win. Only problem is, turns out scalpers.
It's kind of stupid to buy a bunch of tickets to scalp to that. I think those scalpers might lose money.
But we're going to get into that, and then if we have time, I do want to have a conversation about one of my favorite topics, saying whether or not something is dead. Because based upon how we discuss it, it'll depend whether or not I do a separate video or not. But it's not so much in terms of let it burn down to bring it back to life, as Dre likes to say, but the context of saying it. I want to talk about the context and whether or not it helps anything, especially this week where Disney Star Wars has been burning itself down. I don't think I maintain you say Disney Star Wars is dead because I maintained last week. We talked 5 seconds about Return of Jedi. These two gentlemen, their ears perked up like, oh, they got happy for a second. You bring up the real thing, people get happy. But without further ado, little thing called the Odyssey. What is it? July 26th, I believe, is the. I'm getting release dates all wrong today, so I'm just double checking before any farther. So we've got
July
Odyssey.
17th.
July 17th. Okay, see, I'm getting things wrong today. See, that's Supergirl, July 26th. Supergirl. See, I'm all messed up. Today.
June 26th.
June 26th. Listen, I had an effed up morning. I woke up after 2 hours of sleep. I couldn't get back to sleep. Took me an hour and a half to get back to sleep. And then I sort of slept. It 2 hours actually. No, it took me 2 hours to go back to sleep. So I'm not all here. It's rough in Adam Mindland. Anyway, so we've all seen the Odyssey trailer. We have all seen this. We've all looked at it. Okay, so whether or not the chat,
Unfortunately, yes.
whether or not the chat actually gives us a chance to watch it, we've at least all seen it. So let's do a little recap. This movie by Christopher Nolan, who, without a shadow of a doubt, is one of the most productive and successful modern directors for the past, we'll say, at least 15, 20 years. Christopher Nolan, not necessarily a guaranteed moneymaker, because Nolan movies don't necessarily make money. They're guaranteed to probably hit a certain threshold, but not necessarily guaranteed a lot of profit. But they are guaranteed critical acclaim and guaranteed follow-up followings where people rewatch these movies and talk about them ad nauseum sometimes. Nolan is a good director. He's able to grab something. He has a definite style, a definite vision. But Jed, it is fair to say Nolan has a certain realm that he should stay in.
Yes, and his realm is original science thriller. That's what I would put his category in. That covers Inception, Prestige, Interstellar. Besides The Dark Knight, those are his most profitable and well-liked movies. And that's where he needs to stay. He's very good in that realm. Trippy, mindfucks, he's got that down pat. And I'm not unbiased when it comes to this movie in a lot of different ways. I'm a storm of bias when it comes to the Odyssey. Christopher Nolan is my favorite modern director. I love almost every one of his movies that I've seen. Dunkirk is probably my least favorite one. Not because it's a bad movie. I want plot and characters. I know that's really bad of me to say, but I want plot and characters. But I tried to give this movie benefit of the doubt. You guys remember when it was first announced, I was super excited for it.
We were both excited.
When the casting was coming out, I still tried to give him some leeway. Even when the first trailers were coming out, the teasers, I was trying to make arguments for how different things could work. My ability to give the benefit of the doubt has officially been evaporated by this trailer and the tagline to the film, "Defy the Gods." So I'm so biased when it comes to this film. This is well beyond his territory. He's never done fantasy before.
It's outside his wheelhouse, completely outside his wheelhouse. I mean, listen, superheroes are somewhat fantasy, but they have a level of real world-ism to it. Yet he still managed to ground Batman. He did it successfully for the most part. The third one, Dark Knight Rises, there's a lot of shaky ground. It's not the best of the three, but it's still critical success. People love that trilogy. But he's best at realism, and I agree with you, at taking something original science fiction, preferably something close to hard science fiction, and giving it his twist and his style, where you don't have to bank on lore to make it work. It creates its own lore. And Dre, after this trailer, as we'll go through it, I think Nolan is definitely his reach is exceeding his grasp with this trailer and Odyssey.
And it's unfortunate, but you're right. It's rough, and now of course everybody's comparing this to Troy, as you know.
Well, what else is there? It's
that's the closest
big budget mythological Homer
Which
epic.
Is a terrible movie. Yes. I don't want that to be dissuaded. There are things to enjoy about it. I would call it a fun movie.
Yes,
but not a good movie.
Outstanding choreography, good cast.
It's not a good adaptation of the Iliad.
No, it's definitely not a good adaptation. But unfortunately, but of course, It has shiny keys. The costumes look amazing. The casting was darn near spot on, if you ask me. It's just the story was lacking, to say the
When
least.
you pull out the mythological aspects of mythology, it tends
Yeah.
to lose its soul.
Yeah, but unfortunately, and this is the bad part. People are looking at the Odyssey and saying less than symbol Troy already, which is, unfortunate. But when you're just looking at the compare and contrast of what's been presented,
Mhm.
you can't help but agree. It's unfortunate. But hopefully I'm proven wrong. That's why I'm hoping I'm proven.
At this point, I said in the beginning when this first got announced, it was either going to be 50-50. It's going to be one of the greatest movies of all time or one of the greatest disasters of all time. And I'm gonna say right now, I think this movie's going to be a disaster. I don't think there's any goodwill in this movie because when we watch this whole trailer, from the imagery, from the dialogue,
It's so muted.
Dad, you're my dad.
You're
Your
pining
dad,
for a daddy you've never met.
daddy.
What happened
there
to
should
olive
be-
skins, white beaches, green tropical
There should
islands?
be a level of. There should be a level of. What's a good word? Nobility
Mhm.
to the speech of this. We are entered. All these people are nobles. They're kings. They're retainers. Menelaus, king of Sparta. Agamemnon. I forget what Agamemnon's king on. Well, he was the top king, so he's kind of king of all of Greece at that point. But Odysseus, king of Ithaca. All these are the great men of their era, the survivors of the Trojan War, the victors. And you got John Bernthal running around screaming his head off. You got we can see him bright. Is that I can't see. Well, you got Matt Damon.
Matt Damon's not a terrible cast. I would call him entirely mediocre as a casting decision for this role. There are better people like Josh Brolin and Henry Cavill, I think, are both superior options. You want someone who has gravitas. You want someone that when you hear them speak, you're like, all right, that is a wise man. Like Morgan Freeman obviously can't do the role, but if it was a voiceover role, Morgan Freeman could play Odysseus. You need someone that just has a voice like that, has a presence like that. Gravitas. And he is supposed to be not like super large or anything, but he is supposed to be a fit man who's, the strongest in Ithaca for the arrowhead, the axe head things. That's not an easy feat. That's a feat of immense skill, strength, and precision. So you want someone who looks physically intimidating. Yeah. That's why I think Henry Cavill would be a good choice. He has the gravitas. He has the physical form.
That's why I got very confused when I heard that Matt Damon was supposed to be playing him, and I was sitting there thinking he doesn't have muscle. I'm sure he doesn't have.
No, he got fit for this. No, he got fit.
Yeah, this is the best shape he's been in his life, but it's still not enough.
And here's a problem: Matt Damon doesn't have range. He's Matt Damon in every movie. Closest he did is when he did his Boston accent in Jeb, what's that movie?
Good Will Hunting.
Oh, yeah. That's the closest he changes himself in Good Will Hunting.
He's too short.
Every other movie, he's Matt Damon. And other things. I think the costuming is atrocious in this movie. The armor, everything looks bad. And
everything in this ancient Greek era should be
What is
colorful.
This? What is this leather?
He looks like a Viking.
I don't even look like a Viking.
Yeah, I was a little confused. I was looking confused.
Like a bad Ren Fair cosplay is what he looks like.
Who is he supposed to be here? I'm very confused.
Antonius, the head suitor.
Yeah, the number one suitor.
For the throne.
Antonius, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And here's the thing. You watch this trailer, and they're turning this movie into the suitors, while they are the villains in the end, they have more impact on the movie than they should. They're not some cabal of people. They're a bunch of drunken wannabe noblemen
taking advantage of the hospitality,
taking advantage of Ithaca's wealth and resources while the master is away, presumably dead, trying to bang his wife, Penelope, played by Anne Hathaway, who has
She can't move her forehead.
What, honey? You're younger than I am. What are you doing? You were a vampire. You were aging just fine. Why did you do this to yourself?
Do you think they'll get the bedpost in this, or would that be
I don't
considered too weird, too
I
odd?
don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I think they're going to do that. You got, we made fun of this on Friday. You got John Leguizamo
Is the
Oh
pig
God, what
herder.
happened to him?
as the pig. And then
There's no
and here we-
Greek people in this. You're supposed to have all
well,
skinned
remember,
people.
well, here's the thing. You're supposed to cast people of the proper ethnicity and race and stuff, but Nolan obviously doesn't care about that shit, and he shouldn't. But John Leguizamo was one of those people who was always front and center playing the identity politics card in all this shit now. And he used to be a talented actor. He used to be funny. Not anymore.
Yeah.
So then you get into the rest of this trailer. After this whole, the suitors are being made out to be the bad guys and the end game, which they are, but not really. Then it's the story stuff. And you get shots of Odysseus and his crew going through everything. And you get more improper, I'll just play it for half a second here. More improper costume designs.
So
That's-
bland.
That's not a Grecian Ithacan helmet.
I don't think he realizes that this takes place in the Bronze Age.
Now they are making it mythological. They are adding
Kind
the
of.
things because here we go, Jed. Here's your favorite from the trailer.
Yes, the Lestragonians, the giant goblin cannibal type people. Apparently, those are too similar to Cyclopes, so let's give them medieval armor that's 1,000 years anachronate.
Yeah, I laughed at that when I saw it. My instant reaction was a very sarcastic 300 is more accurate than this, and I got a lot of backlash from
was,
Nolan.
and I
A
hate
bunch of
that.
Urukai. There are a bunch of Urukai running around here.
Yeah, like when I
This-
first saw this, I'll be honest, I was absolutely confused at what I was looking at. I didn't know who these were supposed to be. I didn't know. I had no clue. I said, "Are those knights?" I remember I said it out loud. I'm like, "Are those
Yeah.
knights?" Then I said, "Knights aren't real yet," and that's what I said. I have no idea what I was looking at, and I just kind of pushed it to the side.
Now I'm looking.
It's getting rough.
There were more anachronisms in this movie than Bill and Ted's.
Yeah, I mean, they show us a hint of Scylla and Charybdis, which again, we're going to monster. I'm looking for the
Scylla and
Polyphemus.
Charybdis this is the time to show those monsters correctly. He has the CGI budget. He knows the practical effects. We can finally see them at the scale that they're meant to be. Like Charybdis, it's supposed to look like the entire sea is boiling.
I'm gonna
And
bring
this is
down for a
just
second.
tiny whirlpool with easy way to go around.
I'm just bringing it
know
down
what
for a second
they'll
because I want to
actually-
find a screenshot here. Just keep talking.
There's, what was it? Oh yeah, Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters did that better, and that looked when the whirlpool thing looked a lot better. Well, sorry, it looked a lot bigger
Yeah,
in there than it was in there.
It's terrible that we're comparing this to stuff like Percy Jackson, The Sea
Sorry.
of Monsters, and Troy, and giving
You know
credit
what?
to those older movies, those older
Exactly.
disasters.
Percy
Exactly.
Jackson, The Sea of Monsters had zero, let's just say, fan service, but I still watch Alexandra Daddario all day in those movies.
Oh,
all day.
absolutely.
she's a beautiful
day.
woman. So.
Now, I mean, here we go. Charlize Theron as
As
Calypso?
Calypso, that's
That's
such a
just
bad cat. She's
disgusting.
perfect for Cersei. Calypso should be young seeming. She's a nymph, the daughter of Atlas. And honestly, she should be naked the whole time. There's
Yes,
an argument for
Jesus.
that.
Yes. yes.
And you want someone who's young and irresistibly beautiful, because that's part of the point, is that she is irresistibly beautiful, but Odysseus still says no. I mean, he still fucks her, but he doesn't stay with her.
and
He still
well, yeah,
needs to go home.
And I asked this question on Friday, so I'm going to ask it again. And I apologize for not having a number. And I'm trying to find a certain screenshot here. Do you think they'll have the balls to portray Odysseus as the womanizer that he is, as the unfaithful man that he is, while the comparison
No.
of the hypocrisy of Odysseus out there getting laid at every island, while Penelope has
They're
to
going to
play...
give that to Penelope. She's going to get what she wants.
Yeah.
He's acting like a pathetic man in this.
Mhm.
I need to go home. Mhm. Like he sounds whiny, honestly. His voiceover is very whiny.
Mhm.
And the Telemachus's dialogue is no better.
I mean, listen, I don't have a lot of beef with Tom Holland.
No, not as a
I'm
person.
okay with Tillman. Not as a person. Actually, he says a lot of intelligent things about how to deal with Hollywood. He wants to.
I like him as a person.
As soon as he knocks up Zendaya, he's leaving Hollywood. As soon as that happens, he's leaving Hollywood. Listen, he's made his money. He's made his money, and he's done some questionable movies and TV shows. But walk away, go play Final Fantasy 14, have a good time. But he's a miscast for Telemachus.
Honestly, Robert Pattinson is kind of a good Telemachus.
If they had him in better costuming.
Yes, a costume, obviously. But
the costuming loses the impact of all these characters. And then the designs. Now, it's a little dark, so I apologize for that. But we get
the whole movie's dark. There are 3 color grading choices in this movie. You either get night, dark blue, or fire. Those are the 3 options. This is ancient Greece. If you see what ancient Greece actually looked like recreating the Parthenon and the mosaics that they had, the costumes, the clothing that they wore, it is one of the most colorful eras in human history. Yeah, it brought it to life much better than this. And it's not perfect. It's still a little Hollywoodized in that game. I still really like that game, but it's not quite 100% accurate, but it does such a better job than this.
Yeah. It felt like
it felt right. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here's
alive,
Polyphemus.
like a breathing world.
I think this design is terrible. I do not like the side eye. I don't like the vertical eye. I don't like that. Listen,
it doesn't make sense with the brow. The brow is designed on purpose to protect our eyes from things like water, from sunlight, stuff like that. So to have the brow vertical as well doesn't make sense. I don't mind a vertical eye necessarily, but if you kept the brow at the top, that might have worked.
Yeah, so as we said, there's total mythological stuff in there. We know that Zendaya is playing Athena. We've had no word on Poseidon. Poseidon isn't mentioned. Poseidon isn't mentioned at all in this trailer. No mention. No, they haven't mentioned Poseidon once in any of the marketing of this.
And he should be put up as the main villain.
He's the antagonist. He's the one that keeps Odysseus away from Ithaca. It's him. And then we got 2 more controversies. And I'm going to bring this down again because I need to play it because it's a blink and you miss it moment. So we've got one of the things that's been a problem with this movie has been the casting. From the beginning, we've talked about it. Tom Holland is not a quality Telemachus. He's too young. I don't buy that he's Anne Hathaway's son. Too old. I'm sorry, too old. I don't buy Anne Hathaway's son. I don't buy that.
Yeah, he should be about 20 years old, maybe a couple years old.
Tom Holland's almost 30. Tom Holland's almost 30. There it is. Got it. We've already said Matt Damon. I think Matt Damon is a miscast. Now, I am biased. I'm very biased. I'm not a Matt Damon fan. I don't think he's that great an actor.
Sean Bean was a really good Odysseus.
Sean Bean was one. Again, we said it. Troy has a lot of problems, but it had a stellar cast.
Yep.
And its costuming was fairly
Sir Peter O'Toole.
And the
Sean
costumes
Bean.
were amazing. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
The action, the choreography.
And the sets.
Yes.
I like the sets too.
Yeah. Oh, the production value on Troy was top notch.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It's just a lot of people phoned it in and still gave better performances than most modern movies.
And I think the worst part of the movie is Brad Pitt. I don't think he was a good cast for Achilles because
he didn't want to be there.
Brad Pitt, while very, very fit, not a large man. And Achilles was the peak of manhood.
Don't they got a lady boy now?
You say that, Dre. It's like you read my mind. There are casting controversies throughout this movie. Miscasts, but there are 2 roles. 2 roles that have not yet to be revealed, though internet sleuthing have kind of sussed it out, or at least given a good chance. We know very well, and we've seen it in this, Odysseus must go through the land of the dead, where in the book, it's a very important moment because he sees all his compatriots who died during the Trojan War, and he gets to talk to them. And of course, chief among them is Achilles.
Yep.
We do not know officially who Achilles is in Nolan's.
He nearly said James Gunn.
Almost said James Gunn. My God. That's how bad it's gotten.
I almost flipped my switch to my performance mode for James Gunn. Is what happened there. No, Nolan's Odyssey. Nolan likes to use the same actors and actresses over and over again. That is, and every director has their favorites, but Jed, Nolan is really known for bringing back his favorites over and over again. Matt Damon said,
convinced Michael Caine.
Matt Damon said, the only person I pick up a phone for if I'm doing anything that if I'm on a break from Hollywood is Christopher Nolan. Matt Damon's on the road saying that. And he picked up the phone for the Odyssey. Dre, you said a lady boy or a man lady in this case, maybe Achilles. Ellen Page might be Achilles.
Well, sod off.
Yeah.
It's the land of the dead. This is good evidence for it because this is clearly the land of the dead. This is one of the ghosts.
She's either Achilles or another one. But either way, they're all men.
Yes.
They're all men.
men.
And she is not a man. I'm not going to play their silly games. That's a woman with a mutated prosthetic between her legs.
A
Frankenstein monster. It's a woman. Ellen Page. Used to be a cute girl. Now is a horrific, sad-looking creature. Point is, if Ellen Page is Achilles, the memes will write themselves.
Oh, without question.
This movie will be meme. This movie's already going to be meme to hell, I think. More than any Nolan movie. Even more than the Dark Knight Rises memes. We're going to get worse things than Bane. You're going to get worse stuff than Bane memes. You're going to.
It's going to be just that. I've seen nothing but negativity about this trailer. Like before this trailer, there were some people trying to give it a chance and everything like that. That's all gone from what I've seen. I've only seen the crazy diehards who are acting like Disney Star Wars stands coming up with insane arguments for this. And it's going to be very bad for him. I do not think this movie breaks even.
No, and then there's the other thing, which and Dre, I'm so glad you're here.
Take it easy, Dragon Lady.
Oh, bye, Dragon Lady.
All right, bye.
Dre, I am so glad you're here because listen, you're my black friend shield for this one.
That is true.
Helen of Troy has not been officially cast yet. And we had to go back to a previous trailer or at least footage to get this because they didn't show it in this trailer. But with the scrutiny of this trailer, more scrutiny of the other trailers were done. And it has been zeroed in on. Once again, we remember John Bernthal is playing Menelaus. Yeah. Congratulations, you at least got Menelaus alive. He did better than Troy. But who is his wife? Helen. Most beautiful woman in the world.
Launched 1,000 ships.
Paris couldn't choose among the gods. So when he chose Aphrodite, I'm sorry, he did. He chose Aphrodite, and Aphrodite said, I'm going to give you your reward, the most beautiful woman in the world. Go, Helen. That looks like Lupita, whatever the hell her last name is.
Yep, don't even try.
Black Panther. Sitting next to Menelaus. Dre, who would sit next to Menelaus but his wife?
That makes sense to me. And once again, I have to make a reference to Troy because they did it right. I don't even know what to say anymore. I can't stress this enough. Get niggas off the screen. This is not a black-centric story. This is a Greek story. I want some olive-skinned people. I want some and Nolan should be ashamed of himself. I don't know. Maybe he's drinking the Kool-Aid now because now we got ladyboys playing potentially playing Achilles. We got Lupita, last name redacted, playing Helen of Troy. Like, come on, man. And let's be honest. Let's be honest for a hot second. This has got nothing to do with her skin color. This has got nothing to do with her heritage. Nothing. Does she look like the most beautiful woman on the planet?
No.
Okay. This isn't about like I'm saying, remove all that crap. Ain't nobody trying to slippity dippity that black girl. No one. Zero human beings. Zero people. Now, if you get Monica Bellucci up there. Get Monica Bellucci in there. Okay?
And she's Italian, but I'll take that. It's close
Italian.
enough.
So I'll give a European. She's European descent. I'll let it slide. Give
she's
me
a
Monica
vampire
Bellucci.
too. She's a
100%.
vampire too.
That's a
she's
bad
ugh.
broad. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. No one on this planet is going to be like, oh, she's not hot. Okay, fine. I can already hear the memers like, oh, you said that because she's white. All right. Get any bad joint that's black or Latino or Chinese. I don't care. I would prefer you to be ethnically acceptable for the film, but good Lord, at least give me a certified dime piece. Call Vanessa Williams. I don't care how old she is. I don't care how old Vanessa Williams is. Put her in this joint. She still looks really good.
And here's the thing. Helen doesn't have much lines in the book. I mean, I would say, stop, put down Tyra Banks. Crazy as hell, but hot.
That's all I need. Tyra is supermodel.
Jed, in the book, Helen sits there, says nothing that entire scene.
Oh, she's kind of broken after the War of Troy.
She just sits there, staring off in the distance. Maybe says one or two lines. That's it. She doesn't have she's there to be the example while Menelaus continues to fawn over her, betrayed him in all levels, but she's now his trophy that he won from the war. But she's just there to remind us of what it was done, what it was all done for. Not to be a identity politics wedge, which is what they've done with this. I mean, and Jed, you mentioned this too. You got that rapper guy is playing one of the suitors. He's gonna rap at the beginning of the movie.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, there's a famous rapper, Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, yeah, that's it.
Yes, Travis Scott. He's gonna be with the suitors, and he's going to rap with a liar some backstory. Like he's gonna and that's probably where we're gonna see like flashback to the War of Troy and the Trojan horse and everything like that. But the rumor is that he's gonna rap.
Narrator.
Initially, yeah.
Oh, merciful
gonna rap
heaven.
With a liar.
This?
If he is rapping,
with a liar.
This is.
I don't.
Listen,
Christ.
It's still just a rumor, but he is in it.
He's in it. We know he's in it.
Yeah.
We know he's in it.
Yes.
So we see these things, this casting, and this is the thing that people complain about first, and this is what he'll be complaining about all the way through it. I don't think there's any goodwill when this movie comes out. It might be shot well, but that's going to be about it.
I don't know if IMAX carries the same weight that it used to.
It doesn't
being
carry
shot
any weight
100% in IMAX doesn't matter to a whole lot of people.
Doesn't matter, to me
especially
at all.
when the color grading is this bad. This could have been one of the most beautiful, colorful movies ever. The CGI could have finally lived up to the source material. There's a million things to criticize about this. That's why I haven't focused on the race swaps or anything like that, because that's
now
problem
it's egregious.
95. It is egregious. Just the casting, I think. Like you said, she's not a very beautiful woman. Helen needs to be the most beautiful woman that they could find, at least to keep the story consistent, to make sense. But there's the terrible dialogue. You're pining for a daddy you never knew. The costume design, the set design, color grading, the anachronisms. There's a million things wrong with it.
What happens if the sound mixing is bad too in classic Nolan?
It's going to be. It's going to be, because the IMAX cameras, they make so much noise that it makes sound recording insanely difficult. So it will be hard to hear the dialogue.
I mean, they cleaned it up for the trailer, but I don't think they can clean it up for the whole movie.
Especially the seafaring scenes, like the scene with the sirens. You're not going to be able to understand anything that's being said.
So this movie is essentially gearing up to be probably Nolan's biggest disaster ever. And I think it's of his own making.
It is, because he fundamentally doesn't care about the source material. He decided to make this movie because there was a sad dog story, and he got a dog right before he knew about the sad dog story. The sad dog story is such a tiny piece of the story that I'd completely forgotten it was even part of the story. But that's why he said he made it. He's using and yes, it's been confirmed, he's using the modern terrible version of the Odyssey, the terrible translations that tell me about a complicated man versus, oh muse, tell me of the man of twists and turns. It was epic poetry before she made it mundane, because she said her explanation for this is, well, the dialogue didn't sound archaic to Homer when he said it. That's not the point. Those people, he was writing epic poetry about people who existed 400-ish years before him. So their dialogue would have sounded archaic. And that's poetry. Make it sound beautiful.
Now, Jed, I also want to bring this up too, and both of you, I want both your answers on this. The defense of this movie, for those who are saying it, It doesn't have to be accurate. It doesn't have to match up.
No.
It's all mythology.
It's all fantasy, so it doesn't matter.
It's the same rehashed shit. It's only a space wizard movie. What does it matter? It's only superheroes. What does it matter?
Well, speaking of superheroes, Christopher Nolan shows that he fundamentally doesn't understand the story because he said Homer was just the Marvel of his day. He was just the George Lucas of his day. That is degrading.
No.
Yeah.
Homer is.
That is passing on the oral traditions. That's how they passed things on back then.
Homer is one of the most influential authors in human history. His books are some of the oldest still recorded that people still read mandatory in school and have for thousands of years. It's one of the most important books in my life. It made me into the person that I am today. This is something that's like comparing a kid's crayons drawings to Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper. Like that is mouth drooling stupid to say that Homer is just the Marvel of his day. And to say defy the gods, Odysseus only gets home because he's so pious, because he has the help of the gods, because the gods love him, with the exception of Poseidon.
And Athena is his patron. And she literally guides him. She to the very end, she transforms him. She puts a glamour on him when he returns, finally gets back to Ithaca, and only his son knows who he is. And here's the thing too. You talk about the setup of the last movie and the suitors and the proper balance. The final battle is a complete destruction. There should be no epic duel. Odysseus and Telemachus annihilate the suitors.
Because they're drunken fools. They're not mastermind antagonists.
Yeah. Antinous is not some genius anything. No, he's just the top. He's the front seat of the short bus. These are not.
It's like he's coming home to sweep the floors after being gone for a little while.
Because these are people who didn't go to war. These are the people who stayed behind for the Trojan War. Because it's been about, what is it, 15, 20 years since the Trojan War at this point?
It's been 20 years since they left for the Trojan War, but the war was over 10 years before he gets home.
So
and
it's
they're
a 10-year
people
jump.
Home early
on.
on.
And if Robert Pattinson, a man in his 40s, playing a man in his 40s, that means he was a coward and didn't go to war. These are the worst of the worst. These are the leftovers. These are not the men who went to war. So these are not great fighters. These are not paragons of combat. These are drunken dumbasses. Because one of my favorite things of that final moment is once Odysseus, as he strings the bow, as soon as he strings it, his first shot after he does the trick through the loops, his next shot kills 3 or 4 or 5 of them in one hit. The power of that bow. And then as they try to retreat, Telemachus is standing under the door with a spear going, I got you. This for like trying to make sex with my mom. You know, I mean, he's just standing there jabbing guys with a spear. It's not it's a beautiful, wonderful slaughter, but it's not a Marvel superhero showdown with the big villain like they're painting it to be.
No, it looks like the scene in Kingsman when Colin Farrell or Colin Firth decimates that church. That's exactly what it should look like.
The final battle is not about watching an epic fight. It's about watching a massacre and going, we've been waiting for our boy Odysseus to come home and kick some ass for these people who slap
and bet his wife.
And bet his wife. Yeah, I mean that's what we're waiting for. But that's not what they're setting up. That's why I think between the narrative, the casting, the everything, but the costume designs.
Is there anything good in this
script?
Because I can't find it.
I don't think so. I have nothing to look forward to in this movie except possibly people watching my review at this point. I don't get it. I don't get it. And this could have been an all-timer. This could have been an all-timer with a proper cast. And also, man, this thing's going to break 3 hours.
Oh, easily.
Of what? That's the thing. Like, even if you go back and watch the old TV movie joint, which I love that movie. I think it's a lot of fun. It's really great, campy. Got it. But Vanessa Williams, oh Lord, Vanessa Williams. But anyway, I enjoy that movie for what it is, and I enjoyed all the practical effects. Matter of fact, I might watch it tonight. It's a whole mess load of fun, and I can remember it fondly, even though it's old and campy and dated and had a low budget. I still believe that everybody put forth their best effort. The costume design should definitely be compensated well, and that massacre at the end was biblical. It was freaking biblical. It was great. It's still burned into my skull. All these years later, it's burned in there. I'm looking at these trailers, and I want to be excited because I love Christopher Nolan. I love the movies that he makes. I think he's arguably one of the greatest filmmakers of our time. But I'm looking at this, and it feels like he just drank the West Coast Kool-Aid. It just kind of feels like
he might have jumped the shark at this point. He might be out of gas. He might not have it anymore. I mean, Jed, they all run out of gas eventually.
They do.
Yep.
Spielberg did.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Nolan should walk off into the sunset. Nolan has put his fingerprint on cinema. He's done it. You can't argue that. In modern cinema, Nolan will go down in the 21st century as one of the best directors in the early 21st century because he had a unique vision and he had a unique style, and he managed to most of the time put together good casts for his movies.
Yep, and made IMAX what it is today, quite frankly. So
yeah, you can say that too. But you go down and you get that kind of win by sticking in your wheelhouse.
Yep.
He's not a fantasy guy. And this is Greek mythology, the fantasy. Upon which so many other fantasies are based upon.
It's so influential.
Yeah.
I think his ego got in the way. He thought he was better than Homer.
I think you're right. I think Nolan is at the point of things that he is the best in the world, and therefore he can do whatever he wants now. Because nobody questions him.
Oh, Universal just wrote him a blank check.
Yeah. It's the same situation of, and you know, I maybe I should make this comparison, but it's the same situation as George Lucas at the end of the 20th century into the 21st century. No one would say no to him. Yep. And as much as I love the prequels, I wish some people had said no to him a couple of times, so a couple of things were done differently during the prequels. You need to have people who will say no to you. I want to do something. Jed will say no to me, and I'll go, yeah. I will say no to Dermy on a lot of things. Dermy will go, yeah. You need somebody who will tell you no, because not every idea is a good idea. The Odyssey on July 11th. Did I get that right this time?
Is that always the answer for you? Is July 11th always the answer?
That was Superman. Odyssey is July 17th.
17th. At least I'm within a week of it. Okay, I'm getting better. July 17th, the Odyssey. Expect us to talk about this heavily. We have been ramping this up. We're probably all going to have reviews on this because it must be talked about.
I'm going to start heroin afterwards.
Free Basin Jed. Not Endless Jed anymore. You're Free Basin Jed. It's going to be terrible. Terrible. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We do not have a lot of faith. And do you think there'll be one more trailer?
Probably. It's still 2 months away.
This didn't say final trailer. It said official trailer. So
yeah, there's going to be at least a final one in June, late June.
Yeah, you're probably right. There you go. All right, let's do one more thing here before we go.
Yeah, final trailer is what confirms the casting of Achilles
and Helen. They have to have that casting out there before you, because
everyone's speculating about it now. They need to nip this in the bud if it's not true.
They have to have the casting out before the premiere. We will know who Achilles and Helen are before the premiere, because when somebody's walking the red carpet and the robot shill media is out there asking the questions, they're going to know who they are. So they're going to ask them, how did it feel to be so-and-so? We'll know before we walk in through those doors, and we'll be ready. So we're going to go in. We're already very biased here. I'm not going to pretend I'm unbiased, just like Jed said. We're not unbiased here. I read the Odyssey in school for the first time at 16 years old. And I realized, wow, this is glorious. And they should have had us read the Iliad first. I didn't actually read the Iliad till a bunch of years later, but Still, you should read the Iliad first, then the Odyssey, so you have the.
My
full-
only gripe with the Iliad is that it doesn't finish the war, or at least another book in between. I want to finish the Trojan War.
Yeah.
The Iliad gives me blue balls.
Well, the Iliad's it's about Achilles. That's why it's about Achilles and his own arrogance and narcissism and his rejection. I don't want to fight. Fuck. Now Achilles says, "Fuck the gods." Achilles says, "Fuck the gods."
He reaps the consequences of that.
Yeah.
The hubris of man to think that they're better than gods is a trope in Greek mythology that's often punished. Sisyphus, a lot of examples of it. So to act like Odysseus is a hubristic character who thinks he's better than the gods is a fundamental misunderstanding of him.
Odysseus is arrogant.
He's very
In
arrogant.
his own right.
That's-
Yes.
He's arrogant. He knows he's the smartest man in the room. He knows it. He is the trickster. Odysseus is the trickster. That was his nickname. But as Jet said, he doesn't defend the gods, not on purpose. Killing Polyphemus, that was survival. But Poseidon took it personally. Anyway.
Well,
So we'll be back.
Polyphemus.
We'll be back when this drops. We'll probably get one more trailer. We probably won't cover it too heavily because what more can it tell us? We haven't already figured out, I think. So anyway, all right. We got one more thing though. What wouldn't be a week where I don't take a pot shot at Disney Star Wars? Hell, I am getting very strange and wonderful traction on X for my Disney Star Wars trolling lately. Thank you for those joining that. I hope you would go also check out my YouTube channel. Anyway, you guys know that Star Wars Celebration, it has not been successful really for years. We covered it last year. The Japan, that was a disaster. Nobody went. I mean, nobody of note went. They bust people in for that thing. There was no excitement. They didn't even announce anything. They pretended all the shit they announced the previous time. We're not going to talk about the Rey movie. We're not going to do this. Acolyte was destroyed. It was a disaster. And it got so bad, they do this shit every other year now. Now, next year, as we previously talked about, next year, 50th anniversary of A New Hope, 1977 Star Wars. And we've already said, if they were smart, on January 1st, 2027, until May 25th, 2027, you run Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope in theaters. Original cut. Not special edition, because too many people have issues with it. Me personally, I made my peace. Han should still shoot first, but I've made my peace with it. I don't have as much problems as other people do. But you run original theatrical cut in the theaters, and that would be all the marketing campaign you really need for the 50th anniversary. A real movie out there. Watch that thing make money week in, week out. Just watch it. But they can't do that because that would put all the attention on the fact that nobody watches Disney Star Wars. Last week on May the 1st be with you, they paraded out some metrics. Variety, I think it was Variety, did an article. I looked at it beginning of last week about how most watched Star Wars stuff on Disney Plus with Jet, as we've confirmed over and over again, is fucking meaningless. Worth nothing. And don't try and bring Nielsen in, especially something that has multiple seasons. We've already said Nielsen is meaningless.
No, that's what the data is from. It's from Nielsen.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
It was.
That's what I'm saying. They want to talk about Disney Plus, but the Nielsen stuff where you're 33 billion minutes viewed. First of all, Dre, how many times have we said billions of minutes viewed? That is a worthless metric. It tells us nothing.
It means nothing.
Yeah. They try to tell us Andor was the number one watch show on May 4th in 2025. We already know the stands monkey with it. And it all ended with Maul Shadow Lord season 1 finale, because we know they're getting to season 2 because they ordered 20 episodes and cut them in half. 20 episodes cut in half. And it ended with a voiceless Vader bodying everybody in that show. After guys who Ahsoka bodies were bodying Maul for that show. And of course, the stands drooled over it. Greatest animation ever. It's so cool to see Vader. Dre, did you watch it?
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw it.
Sad and
Vader all over the place.
He did Vader all over the place, and that's nice and all. However, this entire show is meaningless, but we've talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
It it all leads to nowhere. So,
Yeah.
especially you killed, you already know how everybody died. Whatever. Here's what I have to do before we get into this. I have to give credit.
Okay.
I have to give credit to Dave Filoni.
Careful.
Yeah. No. Stay with me now.
I'm holding on.
I have to give credit to Dave Filoni. And when I say credit, I mean he's going back to the well.
Okay.
He's going back to the well that's popular. I like now, once again, we said this a few months ago. I want to reiterate. We were talking about Kathleen Kennedy finally moonwalking out of there. I said, we're going to get to see if Dave Filoni was just following her vision, or are we actually going to get a new vision that's in his image? Now, granted, we've seen stuff in his image that ain't great, aka Rebels. I hate that show, burn it. But he needs to get everybody back into Star Wars. And I think he understands that the only way to get people back is to give them stuff that will be forever popular. Vader showing up and committing grisly murder is the best way to get everybody watching your show. That joke didn't trend on Twitter for a whole 2 months. Right when freaking Vader shows up, it's every freaking clip
after clip.
Every single one.
That's the only way I knew about it.
See, and that's my point. I think he finally gets it. Now, I'm not saying he's going to go and revolutionize or do the right thing. Oh, no,
he's not. Ahsoka just wrapped.
Oh, yeah. Like we already know he's still down on his knees doing unspeakable things to that.
He didn't wrap. He's editing.
You know that.
Dave Filoni said, I'm in the middle of editing Ahsoka right now. He just said that.
Yeah, that's his favorite character. That's his love child. He just can't let go of. God bless him. That girl just keeps living beyond my understanding. But going back and just putting Vader in, voiceless Vader, praise Jesus. Let's not screw with James Earl Jones, R.I.P. to him. And just have him be an absolute demon is the best way to get butts in seats. If I was going to rev up and I have a movie coming out in mere weeks, I want to start drumming up some type of excitement for the product.
But it didn't work.
I'm going to drum excitement. I got to put Vader in something.
But it didn't work. It's already gone. The zeitgeist.
Oh, well, we know it's gone, but I got to give him credit for trying. You got to give him credit for trying to go back to the
trying.
Well.
I think it's best case scenario that it, popped off even for that couple days.
Yeah.
But here's the problem too. Even within it, he's still getting it wrong. Maul going, "You're no Inquisitor." They're trying to run this fake bullshit since the Obi-Wan show, that Vader's some sort of hidden thing. Vader, after Grand Moff Tarkin, is third in command in the Empire. Vader can marshal a fleet when he wants it. Vader can take command when he wants it. And after Tarkin died on Death Star 1, Vader was second in command.
Yep.
Because there were only, literally, count them on one hand, 5-6 Grand Admirals out there. And the only one that mattered, Thrawn, was all fucking around in the unknown regions. Make sure the Vong didn't creep in too soon. So, Vader was commanding the fleets.
Yep.
And granted, we're talking Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, when he's, of course, well known, but this is only an 18-year period between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope.
Yeah.
You can't pretend that for a decade nobody knows who Darth Vader is.
And
especially
it's such a bizarre.
Yeah, and that's where it falls apart.
I have to say something.
They bring him out, Dre, but they mishandle him in terms of his place in everything.
It's not like Maul was isolated. He was running a crime cartel that in Outlaws knew about Vader.
No one played that game, so they get away with it. But here's the thing I have to say.
Go ahead.
I have to say this. And it will be controversial, but I have to say it.
Mm-hmm.
This is George Lucas's fault.
Well,
this is his fault. And
he
because
walked away. He walked away.
Not just because his walk away, the way he told this story back in the 70s and 80s, the way he told his story, he started telling a story from the middle. And
it is in medias res.
It is. And I have to granted they took the ball and ran with it in the completely wrong direction, obviously, clearly. But he set a precedent for this type of insanity. Starting a franchise in the middle, and then trying to tell from the beginning to work our way back to the middle, and then go forward to the end, filling in the gaps when certain stakes will not be held. We know that Anakin becomes Vader. We know that Obi-Wan's gonna live. Like, we know who lives and who dies when we get to episode 3, essentially. But these morons have taken that premise and have just taken so many freaking liberties. Now you're making up characters, killing them off in other media, and then creating more media to give us background on these characters that got one-shotted that makes them look better than what we know they actually end up as.
Like we said, the 2 Inquisitors in this show both get bodied by Ahsoka on 2 different shows. One animated one and the other one Fart Cloud.
Yep. That's correct.
And I don't hear, oh, Maul's leg was damaged. No, shut up. Shut up.
It got damaged by Vader in that fight.
No, it was hurt before that. He was fighting.
Yeah, it was hurt before, but he just went and took a whole chunk out of that movie.
Okay.
He just.
Well,
I thought I saw Vader swing at the leg.
No.
Yeah.
That's after. When he's fighting the other 2 Inquisitors, his one of his legs is malfunctioning, but you're still a Sith Lord. You're a fucking Sith Lord.
And it's a robo leg, so it's not like he feels pain.
Well, this one, they have nerve endings.
Cybernetics,
in the
Star Wars cybernetics, they're connected to nerves. They are.
Yeah.
Because remember, when at the end of Empire Strikes Back, when the droid is finishing Luke's prosthetic hand, he touches it, Luke goes, ow, ow. So the nerves are connected. That's established. That's canon lore from way back when.
Okay.
So yeah. But problem is this, that they can't, even when you get a win by making people wet themselves by seeing Darth Vader annihilate people, it's all wrapped up in a mess of shit. You've once again delegitimized Order 66. You've delegitimized Maul. He's pathetic. And you bring in more worthless characters that are meaningless. And also you kind of pussify the Empire in all of this. Waiting, just kind of, we're gonna float
ridiculous.
in.
That's so stupid.
Autonomy for the governor.
The Empire, totally known for letting planets operate independently unless they step out of line.
So in the end, Maul left no finger. Maul Shadow Orders has left no fingerprint on anything.
You know, we have the Nielsen's for the premiere.
Oh, we do.
Was it a 2-episode premiere?
It was double episode premiere, which I watched.
So the Nielsen's start the day that Maul came out. So we get a whole week of Maul.
Okay, now I said if it even showed up, it'd be bottom 5. Jed, what is it? Do you have it?
It's not on there. It's not on the Nielsen's, period, in any category.
You know what? Hang on. I was gonna bring something up. Let me bring it up. I have the Nielsen's bookmark, so give me 1 second. I can bring that
Love
up right
on
now.
the Spectrum got 780 million.
We've already made fun of that show.
Man,
we made fun of that show when I made a meme with Dermy on that show 2 years ago when we first saw that.
But something called Exo Kitty got 393 and it was in number 9.
Hang on, let me bring this up here.
Shrinking got position 10. That's with Harrison Ford.
That's Harrison Ford, yeah. Okay, so original, here we go. I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't know we were at that point.
Yep, we just got the first week because it came out April 6th. This is April 6th through 12th.
So here we go. This is originals.
Streaming as much as originals. I don't like The Boys, it's doing well on
Black Big Mistakes, Virgin River, Invincible, Love in the Spectrum, US, Trust Me, The Boys, The Pit. Yeah. Now again, you can look at The Boys and The Pit. These are not legitimate numbers because it's calculating all seasons.
It's true.
Actually, none of these. Only thing here, none of these. Only one here, probably Big Mistakes and maybe Trust Me, False Prophet are only legitimate because obviously this is their first season. Yeah. No, everything else here, it's illegitimate because of multiple seasons. But that just shows you. Bottom, Shrinking, 369, 100 million minutes viewed. Nobody watched Maul. Nobody watched it.
But
we were told
it was in the top 10 on Disney Plus.
It was number 1 on Disney Plus. And it was the highest rated Disney Star Wars animated show ever on Rotten Tomatoes. We were called liars that don't listen to the grifters of liars. No, it was nobody watched it. Nobody cared. And here's where it translates. Nobody cares about Disney Star Wars.
Not at all.
Not at all. So it's kind of meaningless when you get the announcement by Star Wars Hologram, Star Wars Celebration 2027 officially sold out within hours. It's in LA.
Now, how many tickets were there? Is it at some like community college
No, it's
auditorium?
it's where they hold that.
Is it at a Comic-Con type location?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like-
I just don't know how big this specific one is supposed to be.
I don't know. It's LA. It's probably the same way they do same place they put Comic-Con, because it will bring in thousands. But I mean, here's the point though. It's LA. And Dre, you are a man who is a veteran of conventions.
I am.
Which is why I'm glad you're here. Before I go further in this,
Sure.
Does this mean anything?
I'm going to go on a limb and say no, especially since this is a specialty event. When it comes to specialty events, they're essentially, what's the word? Como se dice? Limited access events. So I'm just using round numbers for the sake of simplicity. If the Star Wars Celebration, let's just say it's in and I'm just going to use a very large auditorium for the sake of simplicity. Let's say it's in a basketball arena. Okay. Let's say it's in a basketball arena, and let's just say half of that arena has been designated, but not the mezzanine levels are designated for the event. That means that, let's say 10,000 seats are available and you sold 10,000. That's how that would work.
Okay.
Now,
That's multiple days. It's multiple days.
Multiple days.
Yeah.
Now, I know that they ain't selling out no basketball arena. So let's just say that you ever been to Golden Corral? There is
once, and everybody else got food poisoning except for me because I didn't eat the buffet. I ordered straight from the kitchen.
Exactly, because that's what Jesus intended. There is a section in which you can bring like your family and everybody that you can rent out for the day. There might be about 100 chairs in there. That's what Star Wars Celebration is selling. They're selling out Golden Corral. That's what's happening.
See, that's what I was asking about, is how big was this event?
Exactly.
And at best,
there's no way.
In reality, it's probably set up in a couple of hotels like they do with Comic-Con and stuff like that. That's what they're doing. And the foot traffic's just going to go in and out and have different halls for different interviews. And then they'll have a big place where everybody's going to gather, where they're going to pack them in to make it look like there's a lot of people, where they wave their shitty lightsabers and all cheer when somebody comes out and says, look, Disney Star Wars stuff. They go, yay!
Yeah.
So
definitely. So yes, they probably sold out because it's probably, and I'm being as generous as I can. Probably 5,000 tickets.
Okay, and Drake, that is you without me giving you the next round of information.
Yeah.
Without that. So I say, without knowledge that you have, because I've been to maybe 2 conventions in my life, and I didn't really enjoy either one of them. I went to Dragon Con once, and it was not fun because we didn't get to see the good stuff. You know, it was me and my buddy. We mistimed it. We had to go in on the train and the drugs. We didn't time it at all well. We didn't get to see good stuff there. Our good friend Tatooine Sons. Don't listen to any YouTube grifter, Twitter rage baiter, or clickbait entertainment news website that tries to tell you Star Wars is dead. There are more of us. Gentlemen, would you like to know what the more of us are?
I would love
Scalpers. Scalpers.
Oh, definitely scalpers.
Right here. Here's the evidence. The scalpers bought all the tickets, and apparently, according to somebody else, it wasn't sold out. It was bought out by scalpers. Morons had a 20-ticket cap per person.
Oh, my God.
What a stupid way to hit.
Oh, my God.
So, the scalpers...
And they're selling them for $6,000?
Or best offer.
Or best offer.
Or best offer. Or 12... Somebody is. Or $12 to $24. I mean...
Those are for
Prince. There's a Prince, yeah. So, but that's the 4-day pass. So... Here it is. This didn't get sold out because thousands of people walked up and on a couple days ago and said, "Yes, Disney Star Wars Celebration in 2027 in LA. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna paint myself like Baby Yoda, Grogu, and I'm gonna be loved." No, that didn't happen. Apparently, the truth is a bunch of scalpers went in there, and this is $6,600 for 2 for a base. So essentially, they're asking for $3,300 per ticket. And this is true that someone went in there and they were selling it for 1 person could buy 20 tickets. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Scalpers. This sold out because of scalpers. And at the same time, you know, it's LA. a lot of people that are not even caring about stands, caring about Star Wars, other people probably bought this shit too, just because they're convention slop.
Yeah. Some people will go just because of the convention. Sure.
Exactly.
100%.
Go to cosplay.
Absolutely.
They're not going to celebrate Disney Star Wars. They're going to be Leia in a gold bikini and get men to take pictures with them for $50 a pop. That's what they're doing.
I mean, you do you, girl.
Hey.
Ew.
So this is the lie. This guy wants to say our favorite Tatooine someone say there are more of us. They're lying to you. No, you're an idiot. You live in a fantasy world if you think Disney Star Wars has any sort of traction. And we're kind of out of time, so I'm going to punt this to a video on my own. But I just want everybody to think about this. When you say Star Wars is dead, I want to say Disney Star Wars is dead, because this is the reaction of Disney Star Wars. Scalpers buying your tickets. Not real fans. But just remember, there are not more of them. If there were, they would have replaced us. Disney would be making $1 billion a year in merch behind Baby Yoda, Grogu, and other Disney Star Wars shit if there were more of them. Acolyte would not have been canceled. People would have watched Skeleton Crew.
I forgot that even came out. My Lord Jesus.
That was a closet PDF file show. I stand by that. I stand by that. But there are not more of them. There are more of us, because we walked away and look at the financial disaster Disney Star Wars has been and will be. And in 2 short weeks, we're going to get evidence of that with The Mandalorian and Grogu. Because once again, here we are. Everybody's talking about Maul Shadow Lord. Nobody was talking about Mando Grogu. Drake, in that fervor of Darth Vader, is anybody talking about Mandalorian and Grogu?
No, that is correct.
No. So, original trilogy, classic George Lucas Star Wars characters easily overshadow Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau characters, because nobody cares about that stuff. So we're going to find out. I can't wait for Celebration, just because we've mocked it every year. We haven't been disappointed. Also because next year, what won't they announce? What would they retcon with their announcements? We'll find out. And of course,
they're totally going to retcon the sequel trilogy. They're going to announce it. Celebration.
Yeah, that's
you know it.
Yeah, of course. But when I'm in retcon announcements, I mean, what are they going to pretend they haven't announced, but they did announce they're not going to come back to, like the Rey movie, Limbo. They're not happy. They've canceled the Dawn of the Jedi movie. That's not happening with James Crybaby Mangold. That shit ain't happening anymore. And next year we got Starfighter.
Johnson movie trilogies never happened.
The Dan and Dave movies, the Taika Waititi movie.
Where's the Patty Jenkins
Limbo? That's what Starfighter was supposed to be, and now it's Starfighter. I think
Sean Levy took it over.
I think so. I think that's where it came from.
And what was that? The Indian lady, Chinoy.
That's Ray movie. Sharpade O'Main Chinoy. We call her Chins. She's the Ray movie. She's vanished. She is vanished. Wow, that was such a bad move. Walking her out on stage like that.
Facts.
Daisy Ridley, just to own the chuds. Disney Star Wars, Mandalorian, Grogu, Ahsoka, Maul Shadow Lord, Celebration. Disney Star Wars is dead. And we're going to start getting definitive proof in numbers and attendance and all this stuff. And we'll be here for it. There we go. All right. With that, show's over. Let's pitch our wares. And I'm going to go take a nap. Jed, what you got?
Well, I'm going to go see Project Hail Mary again tonight. So that's where I'm going.
And people say I have a problem with Crimson Desert.
I have a problem. It's a problem. It comes out on digital on Tuesday, and I'm going to buy it on a few different platforms, and then I'm going to buy it on Blu-ray, DVD, VHS, whatever I can get my hands on when it comes out physical later.
He is single-handedly willing this thing.
He's going to build a shrine out of extra copies.
You guys see the Rocky poster behind me?
Yeah.
We're already trying to get a Rocky cutout to tape over that.
Oh my God.
It's a problem. I'll fully admit that.
It's a problem. It is a problem.
It's
but
you know what? I'm not going to deny it.
You know what? I'll let you have it.
Everyone is allowed to have their addiction.
You know what? your problem is not interfering with anything else. Okay, it's not like
Yeah.
you're going on a Sunday to see it. That's fine. It's not like it's not like it's Wednesday in the afternoon.
Taking the first leave I have, the first 4 hours of leave I get from this job, going to go see the movie in the afternoon.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But everyone can find me on YouTube at The Endless Frontiers. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, the Rider Flight podcast returns with the Chat Choose Your Own Adventure segment. Should be a lot of fun. And then any night that I get a chance, especially Thursday night this week, I'm going to be playing Crimson Desert. I only have the final 3 chapters left to finish the main story, so I'm going to try to push through so I'm done in time for Lego Batman, because I do want to stream that when
Then you
it
can
comes
fuck
out.
around with the extra content on your own.
Yes, I've got plenty of content.
You fulfilled
Just
your
main
promise.
story.
You do main story. I do everything. So.
Yeah, no, main story is the only thing that I try to do on stream. I'll complete that, and then there's plenty of things for me to enjoy. I'm at the 200-hour mark roughly in the game, so I still
358.
See, I still got plenty that I can do on my own. But besides that, this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, Saturday Night Drive-In returns on both my channel and Adam's, where we decided we needed to see a true epic Greek fantasy film, something that showed the scale, showed the piety, and was just a hell of a lot of fun. We're going to be watching the Ray Harryhausen, Jason and the Argonauts film this weekend. So that should be a great discussion.
Outstanding. Yeah, it's that Ray Harryhausen, fucking genius. Dre.
Well, oh wait, I got good Jew news. Good Jew news. Oh, yes. So, this past week, it is official. I have pinned a deal.
Oh.
My original Treble, The Rhythm Within graphic novel is getting a reprint through Dorrance Publishing. So it's official. It's official.
Hell yeah.
Getting an official reprint. So soon it will be in stores everywhere. So Books A Million and Barnes and Noble and all that stuff. So
good old trade paperback. Yeah.
So very, very good news. Very good news that's coming up. Hopefully we'll get more news as the summer goes on. With all that also, definitely check out my YouTube channel at the Brutal Plan Comics YouTube channel. And of course, follow me on X Twitter at TheBrute00. And of course, check out my website, bpcomics.io, for all my comic book and voice work and all the other great stuff. And of course, do those great YouTube things like, comment, subscribe, and share the vids.
Okay, as for myself, my inconsistent content will probably continue as I just kind of fumble my way through current events, trying to find something to talk about. Crimson Desert is temporarily paused for live streaming until the next patch, which will be beneficial to me. So I'm just kind of waiting for that. As Jed said, we got Drive-In next weekend. And I will officially say it, Dermy has passed me. Dermy has passed me in subs right now. So Dermy will beat me to 5,000, but can we beat him to 10,000? Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see what happens there. But congratulations to Dermy for basically riding that wave, doing a good job. He has done the good work. So guys, go sub to Dermy. He is doing good coverage of the quartering stuff. And if a certain event does happen, I will discuss a certain possible quartering event this week if it does go to legal stuff, because then we're outside of drama and we're into real world shit. If the quartering does get sued tomorrow or this week, if a class action lawsuit against him and YouTube and Alphabet is possibly filed this week, we're outside of drama and into real world shit, where now that is my realm of I'm allowed to talk about this now, because I won't cover the drama, but I will cover a lawsuit concerning YouTube and Alphabet, where, from my perspective, YouTube has a lot of sketchy shit going on right now with the algorithm and AI and bots tanking channels, nuking channels. They don't need any more bad coverage. And the quarterings alleged lying, and cover-ups and stuff like that will pull them into this, because discovery would be a minefield for all of them. So if this goes to a legal real shit, then I will start looking at this outside the drama aspect. So if that happens, I will look at that. But other than that, we also said we're getting ready for the Day of Doom, 2 weeks away. A lot of Disney Star Wars stuff I will try and look at. I'm sure Mandalorian and Grogu will give me something to work with it this week. A couple other, we'll just say, attempts at evergreen material I'm sort of working on to give to you guys. Hopefully you guys check it out. So thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We appreciate everybody being here, both new and old. If you haven't had a good time, hit those like buttons. Links are all in the description below. And if you're already here, subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you guys next time. Until then, take it easy, everybody.